No, since Hope Never Live.
Yeah, it's kind of been raining here, actually.
We had like about 5-6 inches.
Hey, Jiggy.
Hey, six drops.
Smoke weed every day. Keeping it on lockdown. All world is in the building.
Welcome to my hood.
My hood.
Where ain't
Ain't
nothing
nothing normal.
normal. You can take a walk in my hood.
My hood.
Where everything paranormal.
Paranormal.
Everything paranormal.
Yeah.
Bitches got it dirty, we got something for you. Open up the door, be a motor.
Yeah.
If you really tryna ride, step into the
Buckle up, I'ma show you where it's at. We gon' burn a couple blunts, we gon' pop a couple caps. I ain't talking about 4-5s from the strap. Psilocybin driving, so we headed off the map. What you know about? Taste of color, seeing sound with a crystalline. Turning nothing into something when we out the minds. Vandalize the lies with the truth. Ain't nobody wanna take shots at this proof. All we ever wanted was the answers. Looking for unique, but our vision keep us phantom. Made the black man ghost writing in a pentagram. I'm from the place where our thoughts meet the program. Not too many open to the power that they hold. Just know that when we shine, it's the reflection of your gold. Supreme beings moving, watch the galaxy implode. We are not alone. If you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah.
welcome to my hood.
My hood.
Where ain't
Ain't nothing
nothing normal.
normal.
You can take a walk in my hood.
My hood.
Where everything paranormal.
Paranormal.
Everything paranormal.
Yeah.
Bitches got it dirty, we got something for you.
Something for you.
Open up the door, you can be immortal.
Yeah.
If you really tryna ride, step into the
Yeah, I gotta hold on to this feeling. I be seeing visions through the folds of the prism. Projecting all wishes, anything I want is given. Paranormal vision, you can call it supervision. Control the superstition, make them wonder how we do it. They seen us in the mud, now we out here making music with the paranormal movement that's stronger than what you deal with. If Jesus was just a fraud, then hallelujah for Judas. Caesar is not the mob, so it just had to be Brutus. They hate when we on our job, cause persecution is useless. Proof that what we doing is more than just making music. Utilizing the truth, drop it off in the hood. Show what's really good, the feeling is understood. We know just what it means to get it for all means. Supreme beings moving, watch reality explode. We are not alone, if you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah.
welcome to my hood.
My hood.
Where ain't
Ain't nothing
nothing normal.
normal.
You can take a walk in my hood.
My hood.
Where everything paranormal.
Paranormal.
Everything paranormal.
Yeah.
Bitches got it dirty, we got something
Something for you.
Open up the door, you can be immortal.
Yeah.
If you really tryna ride, step into the portal.
Those little
It's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.
20,000 police in the hole. Now, can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
She. 7.5 hours later.
Smoke weed every day.
Hey, Robin.
From Boston to outer space, we're gonna
Who's
take
Robin?
you all over the place. So sit back and enjoy the ride, because this is Paranormal
You're
Hood
the
Live.
Canadian Robin.
All right. We're gonna learn today.
And you know this, man.
Not yet.
Just mad cause your ass is old. Hold up.
Jiggy.
Wait.
I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like dumb, I'm smart, and I want respect.
Hi, Jilly. Wherever you are, Jilly. Hi.
Who was that? Wi-Fi wars are real.
Yeah. Hey,
Hi,
Rogue.
Rogue.
Is Jiggy coming on, or are we just?
I have
a
come
figment of
here
his
to chew
imagination?
bubblegum and kick ass.
Oh, they have one Robin, Corey.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
You are listening.
First name is Deez, last name Nuts.
D's nuts. D's nuts. D's nuts. D's nuts.
What?
D's nuts. D's nuts.
D's Nuts.
D's nuts.
D's Nuts.
D's nuts. D's nuts. D's.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Why the f you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God! Stop fucking lying!
That's a huge bitch.
There he is. There's the Jiggy guy.
Oh no,
It's not me.
It's not him.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Son of a bitch. He left and left us with clone.
Hey, Jiggy.
What's up?
You can tell it's not the real him because
Yeah, I know. See, he's a figment of our imagination.
Yeah,
that was
he's a
the
hologram.
shortest intro ever.
I'm his twin brother Ziggy. I like my intros a minute shorter than his.
Okay.
Yo,
What up?
What's
up, bro?
How's it going? Good to see you.
It's going, I think. Fucking CW goes live. I sent that motherfucking invite too, like an hour ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
That's what. Oh, no, CW's going live, but I'm here.
Yeah, you thought about the Matrix. I haven't even seen the Matrix yet, so I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I saw it.
How was it from your perspective?
It had its moments.
Ooh, that's not good.
No, it was okay. It had its moments. I liked the beginning.
And
It just seemed that it ripped off Cosmic Disclosure with David Wilcock and Corey.
Really?
I just you didn't see the tweet.
That's not good
No, I
either.
guess I didn't see the tweet. Okay, I guess I didn't see
David
it.
Wilcock tweeted out that there's so many correlations.
Yeah, but you see what he did though, right? You see how he left out my character, which is Morpheus is a true fucking, it's written about me. And
Yeah.
you notice how they left that out though. They don't talk about the black guy. You notice that, right?
Well, it's because David Wilcock was Cypher, so
wait, David Wilcox is Cypher?
he would be, you know.
Yeah, Cypher was
Cypher's
a
got
rat,
cool
wasn't he?
mustache, though.
Wasn't he a rat?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I like the steak. I don't care if I know it's not real.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
So my look, I see Spider-Man though. That was dope.
Yeah, I like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was dope.
Spoiler alert: Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Shit, are you kidding me?
Yep.
Hey,
Damn
it's been
it,
out for
John.
like 2 weeks now.
Might as well not see it now.
I thought Miles Morales was Spider-Man.
No, but he was mentioned in the last one.
Who's Spider-Man?
Miles Morales.
Okay.
Who's Spider Pig?
Oh, I remember Spider Pig. Yeah.
Didn't that character basically get made almost because of The Simpsons?
Yes.
Right?
Had to be, because that's the only way I know Spider Pig is from The Simpsons. You mean there's actual another character after The Simpsons?
Right, because well, no, in the Spider-Man multiverse, there's a Spider Pig, I believe. On the cartoon, I saw one. So the only thing I could ever think about a point of reference was when the Simpsons used to do Spider Pig. Spider Pig does whatever Spider Pig does.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
So if that's where they got it from, that's awesome.
That would be. It's Marvel. They might have put something off.
Yeah.
I don't know. This I tried to watch that Into the Spider-Verse. The cartoon is too much.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it.
There's way too many like Spider-Gwen and all this type of shit. It's like really like Gwen and everybody like what the fuck? Aren't May gonna be a Spider-Man next?
Yeah.
Sometimes they just overdo it, but I mean, it was for kids, so whatever.
Yeah.
Man, I thought Spider-Man was good. I like Spider-Man quite a bit.
I'll see it. I just not going to movies to see shit.
My
Wait, you
little
saw it in the
dude-
movies, or you saw it on?
Oh, we went to the movies for the first time in like 2 years.
Oh yeah, I took my kid to the movies. He fell asleep halfway through the shit though.
Oh, now you better wake your little ass up.
That's right. I paid good money for this.
You know how much this shit costs? You can fall asleep at home when it's free.
What'd you take him to see?
Spider-Man.
Aw, how cute. Aw,
That's when you have to have that conversation, Rogue. Now listen, young man.
I would explode.
There's certain things that you can't do, player. And one of those things is fall asleep when daddy even likes the movie. You're supposed to be awake and enjoy the movie with daddy. Okay, that's the way it's got to be. Okay.
He tried. He like got up and like ran up and down the aisle and shit. Because there was like 3 other people there because we went during the day, right? I was like, get up, run around, don't fall asleep. He's like, okay. And then he sat back down. Like 5 minutes later, he was just, oh yeah, shit. All right.
Right on. Jiggy.
This wasn't
Jilly's
prepared.
waiting backstage.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
No, she's not. I don't know where she's waiting backstage. She's not here.
Sorry.
And I watched Boba Fett today too.
Yeah, I saw something about that on Twitter or something.
It didn't even supposed to make a noise and let me know someone's in there.
How's
I've
that
been
Boba Fett?
backstage
Episode?
the entire time.
See,
Rose
we are
joined, everyone else joined.
My bad. It makes a noise to let you know when someone
saw
joins.
you
I hear
in
it.
private chat. I
I
got you
missed
here,
you
Jilly.
so much, Jilly.
It's all
Okay.
Corey's fault.
It's all my
Damn
fault.
Canadians.
That's all
You're here.
right. I was just like, oh, if they don't want me, it's fine. That's why I did the message.
Shut
But,
up.
You're not Canadian. You're fine. As long as you're not
Oh.
Canadian, you're fine.
okay.
Oh,
You're okay.
shots fired.
See, all the Australians are actually in Canada. We just don't tell you
They're in Southern California,
And Arizona.
New Mexico. You know,
Because that's downstage in Nevada.
exactly. You ain't fooling nobody. They're probably all at Area 51. That's probably where they keep all the Australians, actually.
Yeah, we invented Area 51.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's at Area 51.
Disclosure's
Australia.
happening. It's going to happen.
Right. Australia is in Area 51, folks. You heard it first.
That's what
I thought
Australia
Australia was
to
fake.
invade the 51 thing. You notice all the Australians were against that. Now we know why.
That's right.
Black failed.
Go near it.
They're like the damn Canadians. Can't be trusted.
That's right.
Damn.
Evil.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm
Very
moving.
polite, but evil. Yeah.
I'm moving
That's
to
right.
another
Where you moving
planet.
to?
Can't
That's
be
why it
trusted,
works.
eh? No, eh?
Eh?
No.
What's happening, eh?
Yeah, I don't like that extra A at the end. I don't like it.
Eight.
Huh?
Like we're in AAAA. What?
A.
When I was a bartender, some Canadians came down for something, and they were at the bar, and we're talking to each other shit, you know. And I said, "Well, you guys always end up saying A," and he goes,
Eh.
"Yeah, but you Americans say huh all the time." And I went,
That's right.
"Hey, you're right, we do. Damn, I got to work on that."
Dude, speaking of that, I find my new Siri to be rude. Watch what she says. Hey Siri.
Siri's
You not gonna say nothing?
Yeah, that's right. That is pretty damn.
Siri's like,
Hold on.
nope.
Hey
Yeah,
Siri.
quiet treatment.
She goes, Like, who the fuck does that?
Does she? So
No,
is she still?
the new. I have the iPhone 13, so this is the newest, whatever it is, and that's literally like I'll say, "Hey Siri," she'll go,
Yeah, mine does that too.
That's
Try being,
rude.
yo, honestly, it's fucked up as the sound. Try being nicer to her, and she might be nicer. I
Well,
swear
she
to
don't
God.
care. She don't care if you're nice to her.
That's why I turned her into a British dude.
What does she call you now? Because she used to call you.
She'll call me the
Master
same
Universe.
thing. I don't think that's changed, but it's just that whatever the upgrade is, where you say, "Hey Siri," and it's like, "Yes," you know, like she'd ask you like "Yes" or whatever, but to be like, like, could you imagine if your kid, like my grand, if I call my grandbaby, she's like, oh no, we didn't. She knows how to address.
I'm telling you, Jiggy, this is what you do, boss. You set the settings to where it turns
Look,
out
you're
that
right.
Siri his voice is British Jude. It's just like being a Knight Rider.
Okay, first of all, I
And
don't
when
want
he
no
does that-
fucking British dude. I have a South African female accent.
But British, they always, no matter, they can tell you to go suck a giant knob, and they always sound like they're doing it politely
better not.
because he does that. Because he goes and it sounds polite, even
went
though
there.
No, I don't like the disrespect. If anything, my Siri should be like, "Yes, master."
I thought that's what she called you, was Master of the Universe.
She does. She calls me Master Universe. That's how she should answer me. It shouldn't be
Okay, right?
Like that's just some random shit. Like you pay for a motherfucker, but could you imagine that was your actual? Like I've had assistants, personal assistants. I could not imagine like saying like whatever my Ed. Motherfucker, I don't pay you to go. Fuck you mean?
Well, this ain't saying what the fuck you want.
You're paying Siri.
I'd be better with that. Than,
Siri is Siri. Corey, Siri is not free. Go find a free Siri for me. Let me know where you can find. You have to buy the product to get Siri, so it's not free. It comes with the product. You can't get Siri outside of an iPhone or iPad or whatever. So you're paying for Siri. Fuck that. I pay for that bitch. She need to be respectful. I'm respectful to her. It ain't like I'm like, hey ho. It's like I gotta say, hey Siri. I gotta say the bitch's name so at least she can address me back properly.
I think you can change that.
I don't think you can. I went through the look at things you can change. I don't think you can. No.
KK, right?
Looking right now.
Yeah, you do that.
I am doing that.
You do that.
I am doing that.
Rude ass Siri.
Check your wake settings.
So yeah, like I can change my voice. This voice one you guys don't need.
Or you could have respectful or disrespectful Siri. That's not an option.
It'd have
It'd be fun if it was.
It would be. At least I could volunteer for it and shit and know what I'm getting. But the first time she said, I was like, that's a real human fucked up reaction. Like, that's not some shit a computer should be saying to me.
Lick my toes.
Lick my toes.
Siri should be like, I am here to serve you. What can I do for you, sir?
Go get the GIMP.
Yeah.
I'm not pleased.
Siri's like, what the fuck do you want now?
I'd be better with that than
Well, I found out, I didn't know, but I found out I have Alexa on my phone because I was just goofing around and it's like, hey, Alexa. And my phone says yes. And I was like, oh, shit.
Do you have it in your house?
On my phone.
No, right, but I'm saying, do you have an Alexa in your house anywhere?
No.
So how is it on your phone but not in your house and you didn't download it?
That's
don't odd. Because you usually have to download the app to pair it with Alexa.
My phone said hello back to me, and I was like a little.
She better get a new phone. Shit.
My phone's possessed.
Yeah.
Get him, puppy.
You better get some maple syrup.
That's weird because I have Alexa on my phone, but I don't say "Hey Alexa" and it would answer. The Alexa unit answers.
Yeah. Because
I don't have Alexa. That's a little.
And Alexa does say random shit sometimes. Like I've sat in a room and I'll be in the room and Alexa will say some shit. I'm like, who are you talking to? Nobody.
I don't know.
I think it hears stuff from the TV and misinterprets it because it's not like it's like in the house and it's quiet and all of a sudden Alexa will say something. The TV will be on or something. I think Alexa sometimes just misinterprets what's being said on the television.
No.
Siri goes off my iPad. And I'm not even talking or anything. I'll be listening to something and I hear her voice come through. I'm like, Siri, I'm not talking to you right now. I'm waiting for her to ask me to say that again right now.
I've never had any of those problems.
I don't have Apple products. I ain't part of the man.
Oh, whatever.
You're old. You're supposed to have Apple products.
Oh, yeah.
I'm old, but I got Samsung.
Yeah.
You think you're a Toys R Us kid, but you're not, buddy.
I like Windows and Android. Thank you very much.
I don't want to grow up, though. I don't want to grow up.
Have you grown up, though? Seriously, think about it. Have we really grown up?
Yeah, I pay taxes.
Listen to the shit that we talked about.
Yes, we absolutely have grown up.
Yeah.
That's why we could talk about all the shit we did because we grow the fuck up.
Yeah, that's true.
Same.
Boobies.
Tits.
He said boobs.
I've seen boobies.
You've seen boobies? Where?
I like boobies.
Yeah, I saw her boobies. I saw her boobies.
She showed you her boobies? Wow,
Yeah.
you're so lucky.
But she didn't let you touch them, huh?
Yeah, and then you had to marry her because,
It's like, no.
You said
See
she
what
didn't want
happens?
the rings pulled.
See what happens when you see a chick's boobies? You end up having to marry him.
Where's Robin? Where's her old ass at?
I don't want to see her boobies.
No, I didn't say anything about her boobies. Oh, calm down.
Don't tell Robin that.
Oh, you know, I'm going, hey, Robin, Rogue wants to see your boobies.
Oh, boy.
I can't wait to
She's probably sleeping right now.
She might have them in a drawer, though. She got him taken out. She actually had fake boobs. They might be sitting in the drawer. You can probably still see them. You can probably touch them and play with them and everything.
Yeah.
Well, now I want to see that too.
Time out.
You guys are mean.
No, I'm not being mean. She said that she did. She had breast work and then had it taken out. So when you take it out, what do? You keep it? Do you use it as a whoopee cushion? Or something?
She'd probably be killing herself laughing. Hey, Chris.
What's up, Freebird?
Hey, Freebird.
Good to see you, brother.
Freebird, Chris.
Wait, are they already? No, they're not
What's
2
up,
days ahead of
everybody?
Chris. I'm sorry, but every time I try to think about the time span between here and in New Zealand, I think about your brother and him thinking he was confused about the days and had us thinking it was 2 days later in New Zealand than it is here. So I'm thinking, so wait, is it today's Tuesday? No, today's Wednesday. So it's like Friday. So they're already like New Year's Eve.
It's already New Year's Eve.
Oh man,
no, it's about.
That was literally the funniest conversation I think I've ever fucking had. Jill, you were there for that too. Were you there, John?
I was because I
That
think
was
I
so
ended up
funny.
Googling and I had my calculator up on my computer doing the
I
math.
kept saying, no, it's only 14 hours.
He's like, no, it's definitely Thursday. Happy birthday, JiGGY. I was like, what? No, it's Tuesday. So it's
And it was
Wednesday.
during
He's
the
like, no,
day.
it's Thursday.
And it was during
And
the
it's
day
birthday
too, which
because
is
it's
unusual
Saturday.
for you.
That was fun.
That was
It was
funny.
it was hilarious. And then he even he's like, I haven't even smoked any weed yet. And he sounded his voice was so young too.
Yeah, Captain's
Yeah.
going.
Sounded like a little kid.
He's old as us.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he was my age when he said his age. I was
Yeah.
like, what? You sound
Yeah.
so young. So
Yeah, I thought he was
young.
in his like late 20s, early 30s.
That was awesome.
I thought he was in his like 40s. So
Aye.
49.
yeah.
Not I. I
Oh.
thought it was a young man. He just had that voice. His voice was always full of such fucking beautiful energy and shit, you know?
That shit's supposed to be beat out of you by now. What's wrong?
What a
with you?
time.
And then he's like, wait a minute. So am I doing Thursday's work, but I didn't do Wednesday's work?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Who's 49?
Just do Thursday's work twice.
Usually.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was 49.
49. Chris is saying, yeah.
Oh, to be 49 again. That'd be so nice.
No, please.
What's yeah, okay.
I'm not
I
there
think
yet.
once 40 hit, it was like all other than surgeries and all that shit, everything is pretty much the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think at
creeping
49,
closer
it
to-
was, nothing was going on. Life was good. We could go anywhere
Yeah.
we wanted.
Oh, I
Shit,
know.
I remember when
Crazy.
fucking New Year's Eve was one of the busiest days of the year for me.
Yeah.
I'd have people working everywhere, like, because there was so many events and shit. I mean, now, I spend my New Year's Eve with the grandbaby. We drink some, cider and shit and everything, whatever the fuck you call it. It's a
Sparkling
fake champagne.
cider.
Sparkling, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my days were spent in fucking clubs and concerts and crazy shit, like just insane fucking New Year's Eve
We
parties.
used to always go to massive parties and stuff like that. Now it's like, yeah, big fucking deal.
Oh, bartending and bouncing and stuff. Just, I hated New Year's Eve. Driving taxi, they always told me it's the best night of the year. I made crap New Year's Eve. Never
No.
worked another one. I worked
Oh,
New
yeah.
Year's
They make
Day.
amazing money.
I
I remember
come in
one
at
time
4
my
a.m. on New
boyfriend
Year's
came
Day, I
home at
make
like
a
4
thunder.
o'clock in the morning. He had money coming out of his shirt. It was like ridiculous.
No, the one I worked, it was just I kept getting lame people, or I don't know what it was. One of the guys got somebody they wanted to go to Seattle, but they wanted the cab to wait for him, so they bar hopped to Seattle with a cab from like 60 miles away. He made $380 that night,
Damn.
just on them. That's before tip.
Wow.
I was a waitress for a while, and it's funny because people would go out to eat early, so we would be slammed from like 6, and by 9 o'clock, everyone would be gone because they'd go to a party or whatever. So it was actually an early night for us as a waitress, which was interesting.
Shit. I wouldn't get home till 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah, we'd be partying. We'd work till 2 and party. And I still remember we were told we could have one glass of champagne at New Year's, and we drank 3 bottles.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Nice.
What are you guys thinking?
Yeah. There was a lot of us. There's like 5 of us, so just kind of nice buzz.
Oh, the good old days.
Yeah.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days.
Yeah, it's so strange not to see as many cabs, because usually there's cabs all over the place here. and
Fuck
it's just-
cabs, except for you, genocide. Fuck cabs.
Okay.
I'm serious. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Uber and them stuff like that, they kind of revolutionized the game, but they leveled the playing field. because that was cabs were fucking assholes. They would not. I'd be in fucking suits sometimes, in tuxedos I would wear to work, and these motherfuckers would not stop for me to take me home.
Oh,
would not stop. They'd go pick up the drunk kids who were going to be throwing up in their fucking, and I'd tip them and everything because I understood the job, and I'd be grateful if someone stopped. They would not stop for my black ass. Fuck cabs.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Corey, you remember Ghost, right? He used to be part of the show. Like when I first started the show, he comes around every now and then. We did an experiment on our way on a Thursday night. We were going to Paranormal Hood, and I forgot my phone, so I couldn't Uber. And we went to stop to get pizza. So we're trying to get a cab in the middle of the city of Boston on Mass Ave, which is one of the busiest streets. Jill, you know Mass Ave. It's one of the busiest fucking streets in the fucking state, let alone the fucking city. And there's cabs that's going by us. And we're trying to get cabs, and they would just go by us, pick up people on the next corner and shit. Finally, Buddy had to come pick us up because we could not get there. Cabs would not stop for us.
Well, you said it was really racist there, so.
I never thought because I always thought money's green.
I know, but the city, they think a little bit different. Like, you know, they figure if you go to certain areas of the city, you're going to get robbed or they're going to run away from you, blah, blah. It's like everybody's not going to do that.
Town, we still had that, but, you know. I had a guy
every city has
buy crap. I can't tell you where you can buy crap, but I could drop you off on this street and go to the Burger King, and you just come when you get some. But I don't know if you can get some here, but this one I'm going to drop you off at. And then he bought all the crap they had. And they started calling him back, trying to get him to come back so they could rob him.
Oh.
And they were trying to get me to, where'd you drop him off? I'm not telling. Stop calling the company. I'm not telling you that.
There's still cabs where I live because there's not a lot of Ubers around where I am. Like if you call for an Uber, you're waiting like 20, 30 minutes. So there's actually still a cab company still in business here.
That's how I used to be with the cabs, especially like right the burbs right outside of Philly. Like you would have to wait an hour for a cab, at least an hour.
Oh yeah, not here. Even though it's really diminished, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't know. I've heard so many horror stories about Uber. At least with the cab, I've got his number. I've got his license number. I can phone the cab company and say, "Listen, this guy, you know, he did whatever, you know."
Yeah, but Uber's even better. Uber has all your information as well as the riders and stuff. The problem with a lot of the Uber shit that Uber gets fucked up for has nothing to do with them. It's the individuals. You know how many people have opened my fucking car door and stepped and sat in my back seat, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Aren't you my Uber?" No, I'm not your fucking Uber.
Jesus Christ.
So if they're doing that to some random people, do it all the time. They jump in the wrong cars because they're not paying attention. Then they get taken away and shit like that. So a lot of it is the human error on the people who are actually the riders who do fucked up and stupid shit. But Uber tracks everything. It's got your financial information. It's got your address. It's got everything in the drivers as well. Where a taxi, if you don't see that taxi number when say you're drunk or whatever, and that taxi leaves and you don't see that taxi number, which most people don't pay attention to that, Corey. Corey, very few people pay attention to the number in a cab.
I do.
They do unless something happens. Unless
is that
something
Smoke
happens.
King or is it Lee?
Oh, I just assumed it was Smoke King.
It must be.
That's
It's
Smoke
just the sunglasses threw me off.
That's
He always does
That's
that.
what I thought.
The glasses, then the weed.
Lee would come in as a
But Lee,
Colonel
I
Custard or something.
know Lee does that too sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't
That's
think he would
why-
he wouldn't like make fun of it. He's never like used Paranormal Hood or anything.
No, I know that, but just for a
Exactly,
second, I second guessed it. Then I saw his avatar. I already said hi to him. So.
Yeah, no, I'll stick with Uber.
Jiggy, my cab company, we had to write down or put it into a computer because I dispatch sometimes. Every place we picked somebody up and where we said we were dropping them off at. And I have had the police come in, ask because of, you know, crimes that have been committed. You know, someone broke into a house, but 2 blocks later they took a cab or a cab was seen. So
Right, but I'm saying, but you're keeping the records. I understand that.
Yeah.
The problem is the rider. Riders jump into cabs. I've jumped into cabs drunk and gotten home. I don't know what fucking cab I was in the night before. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like the average person isn't going to be like, "Oh, I was in yellow cab. It was cab number 837, and the driver." They don't look at that shit. You know, Corey, you do because you're trained to be safe.
When you do call a cab,
exactly. I'm trained to be
you're not
safe.
your right
I've
mind.
had some incidences that, you know, it was easier for me to take, you know, to call. So I always just check the number and in Toronto, like here, usually you don't sit in the front seat. You just you sit in the back seat, and there's like a plastic thing with his number and his name and his picture, so you know you got the right person who's driving the car. And and they have to also. I was talking to. I like the cab drivers here; they're very friendly. I gabbed them all the time, and they were saying that they have to write. They have a log that they have to write down where they picked the person up and where they dropped them off. And apparently, the police can pull them over and check this. And I'm like, what the hell does that have to do with the cops? Like, why would they care?
That's because there's cab standards. Like in New York, they have a whole division of police that are just to deal with taxis. Like literally, there's a whole segment that do nothing but taxis. They pull over taxis, they check Hackney licenses and all that type of shit. That's strictly what they do, and they enforce it that way. Which I get, it makes sense too. But again, like it's on. You're talking about everything that you're doing is on the driver's end. It's on the company's end. It's the person who gets in that cab who has to be responsible. I've left stuff in cabs before that I've never been able to retrieve because I don't remember what cab I was in. I jumped in the cab, got out. Oh shit! I left something in the cab. It's gone. There's nothing I can do.
We got that quite a bit. People would leave stuff in call and which cab, but we'd be able to figure it out. Hey, I was in this cab, and when I went from we'll swing them by. And I swing by, is it still back there? Like a girl's purse. Yep, all right. And then one time, no.
I dropped my wallet. Yeah, I dropped my wallet one time. And then
I left my license apparently one night.
I dropped my wallet. I was paying I was getting my cat out of the vet. So I said, okay, see ya. Of course, I go into the vet to pay for the vet. Of course, my wallet's gone. And I'm like, okay, well, I phoned the cab company immediately, gave him the number. He was back in like 5 minutes. He's like, I stopped. He goes, I saw it. He goes, luckily I didn't pick anybody up because, if people are going to see a wallet, they're going to, so.
They're going to take your shit.
That's right. He said, thank God I didn't pick anybody up. And he says, they called me right away. I says, well, and I explained to him, I was like, thank you so much. And he goes, no, seriously. And like here too, like most of the cabs too, like they're called ambassador cabs. Like usually it's the owner who drives the cabs. They used to be able to rent them out, but then it got really ridiculous and you couldn't trust some of these people and stuff like that. So, and they pay through the nose for these plates, the taxi plates.
New York is like $1 million.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking money. I didn't realize
people paid upwards of $1 million for a Hackney license in New York. That's how profitable it was.
Yeah.
I don't even understand how it's profitable to be a taxi driver in New York though, because there's always traffic. Oh, I guess that's why it's profitable because you just sit in traffic.
Nobody has a car. It's all just taxi.
Has anybody ever taken New York's transit? I've been to New York 1,000 times. I've never been on the transit.
Never been there.
No.
I've been in the subway. The subway's a bit. I mean, our subway is really easy. Their subway, holy crap! You really have to know where you're going.
Well, but New York is not necessarily because New York is really the streets are all numbered. So most of the places you're going are numbered streets, and there's usually a relevance to a particular area. I do know that, but New York is easy to get around. New York is very easy to get around.
So far on the subway, it was amazing. I was like looking; they have like 5 different maps, and it was like, holy crap!
Yeah, they're just lines. That's all. We have that here.
Different, like, exactly, because we only have. I mean, ours is pretty simple. We have like 2 lines. There's one going east-west, and there's a couple going north and south, and that's it. You know what I mean? And it doesn't go there. A little bit goes up a little bit farther up north, but not that much. It's mostly
we got a bunch. We got like that. We got the L. We got the subway. Like there's a Broad Street line, which is like the main zone, and there's like a whole bunch of offshoots. It's crazy.
And do you have commuter rails, like commuter trains there as well, like the bigger trains, like the Amtrak commuter trains?
Yeah,
we got 30th Street's the big Amtrak one. Then we got 30th Street. Then we also got SEPTA, which is like regional rail. It'll take you from the burbs into the city. You know what I mean?
Got you. Dude, when I was growing up and I used to spend time in Atlanta, that was the one problem with the way Atlanta used to. My father actually ended up working for their transit system like 10 years ago for a few years. But you couldn't get anywhere unless it was on these 2 immediate bus lines. So you would take a bus all the way across town to get back across town to have to still walk somewhere because they didn't have any sub buses. You know how in the hood and in the cities they have the sub buses and the buses that kind of cover everything. Yeah, Atlanta was not like that.
Like neighborhood buses kind of thing.
Not at all. It was the stupidest shit ever. I'm like, what's the point of even taking the bus? That's why everybody has a car down here.
I actually was on the transit in DC because I was in Maryland, and we took the transit to get to DC. All I know is my cousin and his wife, they loaned us like their passes, and they just told us what stop to get out of. And we just waited for that. And then funny enough, after we met up with them in DC, we went to Pennsylvania for lunch because everything's so close.
Yep.
So then we went to, there was some where that cupcake places, it was like a TLC show, I guess. Like they got famous cupcakes.
Oh, okay.
I saw the line. No cup. It wasn't worth standing in the line, but we were on like this like a Rodeo Drive type street, I guess. We ate at a place called the Boathouse, I guess. I don't know. I guess it was supposed to be fancy, but I wasn't that impressed. But then again, I'm a picky eater. I'm the worst person to go out to dinner with. So, I truly am.
I'm very seldom impressed when it's expensive food.
Well, there was something they were known for. They did these chocolate souffles that looked awesome, but because I'm allergic to nuts, I don't eat desserts at restaurants. But they looked really good.
I guess. I don't know. You pay a whole lot of money for nothing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Well, luckily I wasn't paying, so.
Chili.
I got edibles. It was in my stocking.
Oh,
Nice.
that's awesome.
I got
Nice.
It was in my stocking.
Okay.
Did you want in your stocking? What?
Yeah.
Very nice.
I want
I
your Santa
also
Claus to
have-
come to my house.
I also have edibles.
The cheese nug.
What the fuck?
I get that, but you know what's funny, Smoking? No matter
Ooh, I hear
anytime
lightsaber.
I've ever driven to New York or through New York, no matter what time of day it is, no matter what time of night it is, there's always some traffic somewhere.
It's always traffic.
Especially on 95. 95 is the worst fucking thing to travel at night because they do a lot of night work on their highways there. And they're always
Yes,
working
they
on
do.
it. Always
Oh my
fucking working on
God.
shit on 95.
Yeah, it's always like that. Every time you
They
get,
are.
because I mean, you got to think in between the cities, right? It's a major thoroughfare, and it's not a lot of traffic. But once you hit the cities, the local people still use that shit too. You get, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
anytime you get within the city limits of 95, it gets crazy.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's why I avoid the whole fucking state of Rhode Island when I have to go to go south, 95 south. There's a way you go where you take a whole fucking hour off of that trip. I don't know why anybody drives directly 95 south from here unless you live on it or close to it. It makes no sense.
I was laughing so hard. This guy on TikTok was doing the different provinces and about driving in the different provinces. And he was like, but actually cities too. And he said Toronto. He goes, well, I've been driving for 3 fucking hours and I still haven't got out of Toronto yet. It's like, yeah, welcome to Toronto. You know, it's like we kind of have these escape routes, but we don't. You know what I mean? It's like it could get really jammed up here really quick.
That's how you learn all the side streets and shit, though.
Yeah, I know, but everyone uses the side streets too. Traffic here is just ridiculous now. It's just
Ridiculous everywhere.
It's just it's insanely ridiculous.
It's insane here.
More cars.
I always
more
tell people, people, why don't you drive? I says, why would I drive here? I says, I can get places faster on the bus or the subway. And my friend's like, no, you can't. I says, seriously, I live like downtown west. Okay, that's what we call. We have like 2 downtowns. So I said, I'll meet you at Finch Station, which is like it's Young and Finch way up. I says, I'll meet you. I says, I'll get there before you. No, you won't. I was there 25 minutes before she was.
She can't drive.
It's because of the traffic. Because she said she was
There's
like
always a way around traffic.
By the mooses.
an hour. You know, it's just ridiculous. So
The mooses.
hey Drew.
What's up, Drew J?
I do not miss sitting in traffic. That's for sure.
I mean, since the pandemic, it's much better. I mean, at first it was like a ghost town. I mean, there was no cars on the street. It was just so weird. I mean, now it's picking up, but it's still. But now, the only good thing about this is that they're working on the streetcar tracks, which really needed to be replaced. They're just replacing the whole line, which makes sense because they can't do it when it's regular times. You know what I mean? So, but yeah.
Shit they
We
do
only
it here.
got like a couple places left to have real streetcars. So we still got streets with like cobblestones and the tracks on them, but there's no more fucking streetcars. They haven't been there since like the 30s or something.
We still have streetcars here, but they're not. They're only in the city.
Here. Yeah, we have streetcars all over.
Seattle does.
Buses, subways.
Not as many as they used to, though. Definitely not. That should be gone soon too, though. Well, it makes sense to actually keep them because they're faster than the buses in the areas they go around here. Because they ride right, they have their own tracks right in the middle of the street, so they do what they want to do, and they definitely get places quicker because they're not sitting in traffic.
Well, they always said about getting rid of the streetcars here, but we have like the double ones, like they're really long and they can hold like a lot of people because we need it because there's a lot of people who drive, yes, but there's a lot of people who don't, and a lot of people who rely on public transit, and there's a lot of people who take public transit. So,
well, there's always more people who take public transit than drive, I believe. Isn't that
I don't
the way
know.
the demographics
I don't
work?
know about that here. I mean, the cars are ridiculous.
They try to here. Our transit system is fucked. Like they always have problems, especially once winter hits. They just bought all these new cars and shit, and they still had problems with them. They had to take them all out of service and shit. So it's like whatever. I haven't taken the last time I took the T here, I went to a Celtics game and it was like, fuck it, I'll just take the T home. And then I couldn't figure out how to even get on the fucking thing. And the guy's laughing at me. He's like, if you put that $20 in that thing, it's gonna take the whole $20. He's like, just go ahead and go for free. He's like, just go. He's laughing. He's like, I can tell you ain't been on this shit in a while. I'm good. I don't like all that. I like streetcars and trains and buses and shit being packed in with people. Like, I'm good with that. I can't handle that. I don't like it at all.
I don't like that either.
And it's when you see shit too, especially nowadays, because everything gets videotaped. How people act on public transit too? Oh hell no!
Oh yeah!
Oh hell no!
And there's unfortunately, a lot of the homeless. I mean, a lot of the homeless ride the subways and stuff like that to keep warm and stuff like that. And unfortunately, they have some.
We got whole underground tent cities in Philly, like whole underground homeless.
Yeah, so do we. Apparently, there's people living in people living down in the subways. Apparently, like inside the tracks, and
they're destroyed. They're
surprised.
So in some cities, they're so embedded, and they've created these tent cities and these like little cities of their own that they're actually eroding highways and shit like that because they're removing pieces of highway material that's actually holding the highways up and stuff to create these encampments and stuff. It's crazy. So they were showing that the other day. They're like, these people are going to bring these highways down. Like they're causing, unfortunately, this where they live and they're trying to find a place to live, but the shit that they're doing in the process is causing major damage to a lot of
they shouldn't be screwing with the highway supports and stuff.
Well, they don't know what they're doing. The problem is they're scrambling trying to find a place to stay warm and fucking have shelter instead of them figuring out a way to get shelter for everybody. These folks are doing what they have to do. When I was in Oakland, I just was watching a thing the other day that I didn't even see how bad Oakland was compared to what I saw than what I've seen on TV since then. Like I was like, good Lord, it's just bad everywhere. Even here, it's bad.
Yeah, we have a lot of homeless here too.
And they're looking. The thing too is that they don't even know every place these people are. There's so much underground shit in these major cities that these folks are falling back to, tunnels and stuff, old tunnels, old train stations. You'd be surprised where you will find people living in these cities that they've created all over this country, underground fucking shit that's there that they're just fucking taking over.
Especially the old like East Coast cities like we got. There's so much underground shit that they build on top of and build on top of. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, we have one of the subway stations for some reason they closed it. I don't know why. I mean, it hasn't been in use for a long, long time. And every once in a while they go check and they did find a whole bunch of people living there. So, and we're all kind of like, well, let them live there. They're not doing anything wrong. I mean, they're not going to get hit by a train because the train doesn't go through anymore. Let them stay there.
Yeah, but a lot of those underground fucking those old things are toxic as well, though. You got to remember, there's no ventilation, there's no air. There's those things. Most train stations were all built with ventilation systems and stuff. Those don't have them. So the problem is, like, so where I grew up,
because the air is circulated with the trains going through, and
it's more than that. They literally have ventilation systems that run to do that, but you're not using it, so there's nothing to ever clean that air. So that air is stale, and depending on how long that shit's been sitting there, like the tunnels we have here. The old part of the Green Line and stuff that I used to go under when I was a kid was bad back then. I can't even imagine what 30, how old am I? So 40 years later, 35 years later, what it would be like now. You'd have to be down there with masks and all kinds of shit. Not that some people probably wouldn't even give a fuck. Oh, it's dirt, who cares? But it would kill you.
Yeah. Do some damage or something. I don't know.
I guess you do what you got to do.
That's right. Especially in the winter, you know what I mean? Like in the summertime, it's good for them because they can sleep in the parks and they can do whatever. But in the winter here, I mean, it hasn't been too bad the past couple of winters. So
you mean summertime is good if you're not in the fucking middle of a heat wave, though?
Well, yeah, exactly. That's exactly. You
also find people die in heat waves and shit too, as well.
I was talking to a friend of mine today too, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so looking forward to summer." I'm like, "What the hell for?" And she goes, you don't like summer anymore?" And I was like, "No, it's like brutally hot." I said, "It's ridiculous. It's like 120 fucking degrees. It shouldn't be 120 degrees here.
Woohoo.
If it's 120 degrees, I should be in Jamaica with a little, drink with a
lot of mercy.
Ocean. You
By
know,
the
some
beach,
my
man.
friends- I phone my friends in Jamaica and I tell them it's hotter here than it is in Jamaica in the summertime. Is fucking hot, okay?
I know it's weird. It'll be hotter
here.
than Jamaica, then it'll be colder than
It's
fucking
hotter here
Alaska,
sometimes.
and
they're
it'll be
like,
colder than
"Holy
Alaska, some shit, or colder than Antarctica in some places.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'll take the summer over the winter.
I will too.
Give me a pool. If I have a pool, as long as I can go jump in some water, I'm good. I can always cool off. Always. Drink plenty of water. Stay hydrated. I'm good. Some lemonade. That cool, refreshing drink.
Yeah, I like spring better. No, it's just so brutally hot here, and the humidity is just disgusting. So it's not even worth it to go outside. Really,
Spring would be cool if it didn't rain so much in the spring.
but we need the rain to kickstart.
I get that, but it's like, can't the snow do all that? Like here, you too. You get
Yeah,
enough snow.
yeah.
Like, what the fuck do we need more water for? Let that
Yeah.
shit just fucking let it
Yeah.
melt, and it's got all.
No,
the
exactly, yeah, because that's what everyone does is like because everyone's like all sweeping the leaves up. It's like no, put it on your garden and then it protects it from the winter.
Yeah.
And then of course when the snow melts, it all But
I know.
yeah.
I never got that idea that people rake leaves like that. So crazy. I'm like, I guess okay. It's
Just leave them there. It's fertilizer. They're gonna
like
decompose.
right. It's gonna
She's
decompose. It's gonna go
she
back to
raked
the
her
earth.
leaves. Oh, she raked her leaves for years and then found out that they're good in her gardens, and she was all mad when I've been raking leaves up for 20 years and paying the city to take them. And I'm like, yep. And you can put them in your garden and it's great mulch. She's like, yeah, I know that now.
Think about it, because they wanted you to use Roundup. They wanted you to
Yeah.
use all that stupid shit instead of just using what naturally comes from the earth, which is what made the grass. Before there was Roundup, grass was green. And then you're using a chemical that those motherfuckers got. Aren't they sued out of existence at this point? No, they're probably still around making some bullshit.
Probably.
I
Did you have any weeds? Like.
Right. Just people care about somebody's grass, whatever, like their neighbors. Like if you're in a competition with Mother Nature to have the greenest grass, that's your fucking business. It doesn't mean that I give a fuck about green grass. It doesn't. But they have all these rules and regulations and shit.
I think a lawn's a scam. It should be a garden.
I know some people get crazy with that fucking raking shit though.
Oh, they're like fucking like lawn Nazis and shit and stuff like that.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
man.
Yeah, John. A lot of people do that here now. Their front lawns, they just make into a garden or a vegetable garden. Or
You can't in some cities. You can't though.
Oh,
Some
yeah?
cities you have to have a certain amount of green grass in front of your house. It has to be grass. You
Our
can't
front
do
lawn
anything.
is our front lawn is like rose bushes and some other bushes and some plants and some flowers.
Well, where I work at, when I lived there, the city, if your grass was too high, they'd come by and give you notices.
Oh.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
they would come by and cut it and charge you like $100. Exactly. Same here.
And my landlord didn't believe me when I told he got the notice. I can't cut it. My orders are bad. He's like, "You're just lazy." And so I go, "Okay." I help him go cut for like 10 minutes, and then he goes, "All right, go inside." I'm sorry. I believe you.
When I first moved into the public housing here where I live, we were responsible for cutting not the common areas, but like in front of your house. And
yeah, exactly.
One of the people, like one of the coordinators, used to actually walk around, and if the grass was above her ankles, you would get dinged. And I remember, and they had lawnmowers that because obviously I didn't have money. But and I had literally maybe 5 feet worth of grass in front of my front door. And they're like, you can, use just go to maintenance and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? Their hours of operation, I was at work. And I remember saying to the woman, I'm like, when do you expect me to do this? I'm like, you're only open, you're not here on the weekends and stuff. And eventually I ended up paying the kid that lived across the street from me $10 to do the small piece that needed to get done. Then a year or two after that, they found the landscapers that used to come to do all the common areas. They had them come do the fronts of our houses and stuff. But she was nuts. She would walk through, and if the grass was above her ankle, you would get a notice. I was like,
we have government employees that will check the grass and will check to make sure that after 24 hours that people shovel the snow off the sidewalks. Because we're responsible for that too, and if you don't shovel
the sidewalk,
$250.
somebody busts their shit. That's on you.
Ice.
That's
the height of day was
friggin'. where I lived in public housing again, like we all like it was like 4 units to a block. And I would be the sucker that would shovel like my path to my car. Like she had like there was like a big walkway. So then all my asshole neighbors would just shovel little like, shortcuts to mine that I had done all by myself. I was like, you suck. And then the neighbor that I shared a front entrance with, she paid someone to shovel the front, but only her half of the steps, not mine. I'm like, that's
just petty. That's just petty.
It was so petty. It was so stupid. I'm telling that's the shit I don't miss.
Yeah, we do ours. Our neighbors will do his and ours. We'll do ours. I do the old people down the street because they're just way too old.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Chris Freebird's going to join us. He just messaged me. I'll send him the link.
Cool.
Oh,
absolutely.
Cool.
That'd be awesome.
Woo-hoo. It'd be nice to hear his voice.
At least we say we got to talk to him this year. See,
yeah, no, exactly.
I'm going to try to send him the link at least.
No, I'm actually one of those crazy people who enjoy shoveling snow.
I don't mind it.
Good. You can come to where I live.
I didn't say I'm not crazy.
I don't mind it. I mean,
I used to do my neighbors and stuff, like my elderly neighbors.
Really deep, but I don't usually mind it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's just one of those things you got to do. You know?
You just do it right. Just get it done. Like I wait till it's done. I don't understand the people who do the interim shoveling. I wait till all the snow's done, then I'm going to shovel.
Exactly. There's no. Well, I love these people. It's like the middle of the snowstorm. The snow is coming down like in buckets, and they're shoveling the sidewalk. I'm like, what are you doing?
As soon as you finish,
wait till
the shit behind you is already white again. It's fucking crazy.
And if you have a driveway, then the things go by, the fucking plows, and they fucking put the snow right back in front of your shit.
Always.
Dude, I used to stand out in front when they would go by. When they were coming by, I would stand out right in the front with my shovel right there. Like, you're not putting me back, motherfucker. You better go around my black ass or we're going to have a problem because you are not. I just spent an hour or 2 hours shoveling a fucking driveway out and you're going to come and cover the shit back up. No, you're not. And they bring that wet, fucking heavy ass snow.
Heavy as shit at the bottom of the driveway.
It's like, come on, man. Like, do a brother a favor. Like, you need $10, $20, something just to take it with you. I'm not paying all you motherfuckers though.
I don't get it.
Well, if it's fluffy enough, you can use a leaf blower.
Yeah.
That's just a waste of time.
Oh, I've blown.
I saw some videos, some guy clearing the snow with a leaf blower the other day. I was laughing.
I've seen a dude fucking clearing snow with a fucking flamethrower.
Now that's my cup of tea.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a guy thing.
Because you're not going to get all that water if it's cold enough. It's going to refreeze and that black ice on it.
Yeah, that is some bullshit.
Yeah, but with the amount of heat that thing is kicking out, it's separating it anyways. It's not going to. That area is going to be dry. That water is going to dissipate. This I can't say that word since brain surgery. To the sides and shit. So it would be effective as hell. Fucking people have heated driveways. I hadn't heard about that shit till a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
I've saw a couple of them before.
You know what's heated driveways? The Dunkin' Donuts drive-thrus in where I live.
What's up,
What's up, man?
Hello, how are you guys doing?
See, there's that. See, the voice. See, there's the voice too. See, it's like they have like the most like hello, like we're like nice, charming, happy, beautiful people. Like I've never heard anybody from New Zealand with an attitude.
That's true. It's true.
Yeah, but I watch professional wrestling.
Yeah, me and Nev and my dad, we've all got a really similar sounding voice. And yeah, it's I've got a bit of flack over it over the years.
Yes, you do.
Well, listen, welcome, brother. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Nice to see you.
Nice to be with you guys.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
And you already know what we do around here, so we don't have to explain anything to you.
Yeah, just jump in. When there's a
Speak your mind. Have a good time. How was your Christmas, sir?
It was good. It was a bit different, of course, but the house is still full. I've got a heap of people here, so I'm sort of tucked away in the bedroom, away from the noise.
Gotcha.
But no, it's been good. It's nice being up by the beach too, so I can just get away when I want, and it's good.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I see some pictures you put up and stuff like that. Looks like
it's been a good Christmas.
That's good.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're really lucky. Really lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful there.
So I saw in the news that in New Zealand you have your first newscaster with the Maori tattoos on her cheek.
Oh wow.
Her chin.
Urchin?
Yes,
Yeah.
a Moku. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Wow,
she's also on another news channel on a Maori news channel over here as well. So, but it's nice to have her on one of the main channels now.
That was just like awesome.
It's our foreign minister has one too, which is really
really?
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
That's cool.
I wanted a neck tattoo, but I thought it'd be too much.
I don't want a neck tattoo.
I did. I don't know why I wanted a neck tattoo, but people are like, you know, in your line of work, like some people are gonna be like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
So
anything that
And
shows
now
out
they-
as shirts, apparently.
well, you would never know I had tattoos if you didn't. If most shirts I wear, you'd never know I had tattoos.
I heard the neck hurts like a motherfucker.
Dude, I have slept through all way. I have 2, 4, 5, 7 tattoos, and I've slept through all of them. Literally.
I'm too much of a
Wow.
I could have fallen asleep through a couple, but there's some that there's no way I'd be sleeping.
I got one when my brother passed away. So I was in Atlanta with my family at the time, and my stepmother was like, how do you get tattoos? That's got to hurt. And I was like, I fall asleep through all of them. She's like, no, you don't. I was like, okay, what are you doing this weekend? I was like, I'll go get another tattoo Saturday. You can come with me, and you can watch the whole process. And she went with me, and my brother went. And sure enough, within like 3 minutes of the dude starting the tattoo, I was out. And she's horrified. Like she's got this horrified look on her face. Like, how could you sleep through that? Like the pain, I was feeling it. Like it was hurting me. I'm like, I didn't feel anything. I felt good, and I went to sleep.
I don't know. Tattoos don't hurt. They're uncomfortable, but if they hurt, you wouldn't do it.
Right. But if you have a needle phobia, it's going to hurt a lot more in your mind than
see,
just actually what you're feeling.
That's my issue. I'm not real wild about needles.
I've been stuck everywhere. I am what they call a hard stick. Like I've had fucking lines in my fucking foot. I mean, everywhere you could fucking think of. So needles, I have no problem with needles at all.
Yeah,
I'm better than I used to be. When I was a child, I was terrified. Now, I mean, it's not, you know. Like
you have any tats?
You know, the doctor just said, whatever, you know, I'm gonna give you a flu shot. You okay? And it's like, yeah, just do it. Just do it. You know what I mean? Like, don't fuck around. Just do it and get it over with.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Tattoo needles are alright. I don't like medical needles at all, though. I just don't like them.
I care less about them.
I care less. I mean, you know, sometimes I get myself
Depending
worked
on
up
the
over it, but,
technique.
I mean, it's ridiculous. It's just me in my mind playing games. So.
Oh wait, no,
I'm a
there
lot
are needles.
better. When I was
like
a child, I remember one time they wanted to give me a needle. They had to have like 5 people hold me down.
that was my finger though. That was see that to this day, because they lie to you when you're a kid and they're like, no, you don't have any nerve endings in your fingers, you don't feel it. I'm like, that's bullshit.
That's
bullshit.
It is bullshit.
You can't lie to me. I'm like, once you lied to me
hurt.
and I knew it was a lie.
Are you kidding? Paper cuts hurt like a motherfucker.
Hell
And
yes.
that's it, you know?
Yeah, they do.
I had to
Freebird,
test
which
my blood
islander
sugar
are you
when I
on?
was.
Sorry,
I
hon?
had gestational diabetes, so I had to test my blood sugar every day with my second pregnancy. That fucking shit hurt. My fingers were so sore, and I only had to do it for 4 months. Thank God. But I dreaded it every single time. That I would rather get, I don't know, I'd rather get blood drawn, that through my arm than have to prick my.
Yeah, I mean, you use your fingers all the time. Well, a little wound on there and shit. It's stupid.
Hell yeah.
Stick me anywhere else. I don't give a shit.
Not
my
anywhere.
hands, though.
I had to think about that. The worst needles I've ever had is when I've had spinal taps done.
No, you mean a lumbar puncture?
Yeah, and
I had that,
to the
yeah,
point too, dude.
Or an epidural.
They're sticking that shit in my back, and he's like, "Can you feel that?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I feel all that shit." And then they kept using bigger needles to get into my. I'm like, "What the fuck, man?" And I've had like 4 of the 4. That's been done to me 4 different times. That is some painful shit.
Yeah, I had it done once. Yeah, that's not. It's not
you kept
good.
hitting
Yeah,
some
it's not
shit,
good.
right? And it was making me fucking like jerk and shake. I don't know.
Hitting your nerves.
Yeah, hitting whatever. And he was like, "Yeah, you got to stop moving." I was like, "Well, you got to stop fucking hitting whatever you're fucking hitting, dude."
Oh, so try getting an epidural while you're in full-blown labor, and they're like, "You can't move."
You can't move.
While
You're like, you're having a contraction. It's like, really?
30 seconds, because they screwed it up the first time. They didn't put when they gave me the epidural, they did it wrong. They gave me a spinal, and it wasn't working, so they had to redo it as I'm in hard labor. And they're like, "Okay, you have to stay perfectly still," because I could, if they miss, you could end up paralyzed during hard labor with contractions every 30 seconds. That was a fucking great time. I looked at the doctor. I'm like, "You better get it right this time."
Don't fuck
Luckily,
this up,
he did.
Doc.
That's why I ain't never having no kids.
Well, I didn't have
Me too.
Well, you won't have to worry about
Me
that.
either.
I don't.
Sorry,
I still had to get fucking epidurals and spinal tap though. Fuck.
That's what I told my doctor. He goes, "You ever gonna have kids?" I'm like, "No, I'm not going through labor. I'm not gonna do that." Sorry, not doing it.
I did natural because I was scared of the epidural.
Ugh.
Oh,
I'll take the
Renee,
epidural over
God bless
natural
you.
any day.
Both kids.
God bless you.
Second kid, swear to God, within 3 hours I had that little shithead.
Yeah, my friend was like that. Yeah, my friend had her first one in like 7 hours. She had her son in 3 hours.
I got to the hospital, they put an IV in me, and they're like, the doctor's not here yet. It doesn't matter. The same thing
As
my
long as
mom.
someone catches the baby.
My sister, my mom told the doctor and the nurse, I will not be in labor long. My daughter was really quick. The guy was slipping on gloves as fast as possible as they're trying to catch the baby as the nurse is like doing it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, my friend Tammy, she was like that. She had her son in Israel, and in Israel the midwives deliver it. So they told her when she had her son, the next time when you even think you're in labor, get to the hospital because you're going to have it really fast. So she had some contractions. Blah blah. I said, Brian, let's go. The hospital is only a few minutes down the street. She'd been there a little while, and she said to the midwife, like, don't go too far. Like, it's going to come. Oh, no, dear, it's okay. It's going to take a long time. She's like, no. And then the midwife went to go get towels or something, and she just looked at Brian and said, the baby's coming. And he went, and the baby came in. The midwife comes back. She's like, what did you do? And he's like, I told you I was having the baby now. Like, 3 hours.
It took 13 minutes from when I got to the hospital to have Sebastian.
Yeah.
And then she named him Sebastian.
Sorry, Chris. We don't normally
Winter
tell
Soldier.
more stories of giving birth.
He's heard it all. He knows what goes on here. He has heard it all. Hey, Chris, somebody in the chat asked what island you live on.
I'm on the North Island.
I don't know if that means anything. Drew. Well, yeah, Drew J, you're in, aren't
Yes,
you in
he's in
Australia?
New Zealand too, isn't he?
Oh, he's in New Zealand. I thought he was in Australia.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
I don't know. It might be. Yeah, it might. I don't. It's one of the two.
I thought he was
Yeah,
Australian.
exactly.
I thought it was
Well, Australia doesn't
Australia's
exist.
fake.
Hey, I asked your brother the same question too, Chris. Have you ever actually been to Australia and seen it yourself?
Yeah,
So it's real? You sure?
He's actually went there.
I go there quite a bit, so
It's
not
an
in recent
important
times, of
memory,
course, but yeah,
All right.
it
Oh,
exists.
sorry.
It
Yeah,
exists.
Drew's in Australia. Sorry, Drew.
It does.
All right. So we got one person that says it exists.
Isn't it supposed to be in California or something?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in Southern
I hear-
Southern
I hear-
California.
Yeah,
Northern
that's right.
Canada.
Oh, Canada. Okay.
No, it's not hot enough up there. It's got to be
That's
like
true.
New Mexico or Nevada or something.
Yeah,
I
it's
laugh,
too
my
hot.
friend. Yeah, she's in Australia and she's in the summertime. She's like, "Oh my god, it's freezing!" I'm like, "What is it?" She goes, "It's 14 Celsius." I'm like, "What? That's not even cold." It's
All right,
like-
kids. I gotta get something to eat. I might check back with you later if I don't see you though. Happy fucking
Yeah.
New Year, all right?
You got
Happy
it.
New Year, Rogue.
See you, Rogue.
All right,
Happy New Year.
later.
See you, Rogue.
Bye.
I know. Damn, it's about to be another year that quick.
I know it's crazy, eh? It's just flew by.
Everything flies by. When you're young, everything seems like you're like fucking forever.
That's what my
Everything
dad
takes
told
forever.
me.
When you
Yeah.
get
That's what my
older,
dad told me.
time
He
just
said,
like
yeah, my dad said when you turn 18, I was probably about maybe 15 at the time. He goes, when you turn 18, it's gonna go like that. I'm like, yeah. Here I am going, what the hell?
yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean I'm at least 60? What? When did
I mean,
that?
Everything speeds up.
When I turned 50, like, how did I get? How could I have been here 50 years?
I said to my friend, like, how did this happen so fast?
I still don't think I'm still here. I'm telling you, I'm
Yeah.
still in a coma in fucking 2006.
That
There's no
makes
way
sense.
this just turned
We're
out like
just
this.
waiting for you to snap your fingers, right?
Yep. I'm gonna do the Thanos snap, and I'm gonna make everything better.
Snap
I'm
or
gonna change everything.
somebody shake you or something? Yeah.
You guys got to wake me up though. You got to figure out how to wake me up out of the coma.
Same as it ever was.
But wait a minute. I also heard that you're Morpheus, so how do we
Yes.
work around that now? Do
It's
we have
in
to
the
go in the
Matrix.
Matrix?
You have to
Weird.
figure it out.
You gotta figure it out.
The Matrix
Jelly.
will give you one.
All right, Chris, help us out because we haven't been able to figure this out in a year. So Maybe you can help us.
No one better figure it out in a few years.
Okay.
Well, I've only known you for a year doing this. Sorry.
I'm just saying. I've been saying it for years. I'm in a coma. I'm telling you, there's no way that the world turned out like this. There's just no way. It could not have happened like this.
Bad sci-fi movie now.
All right, it's
pretty crazy.
It's a bunch of you know what it is? It's not even just a sci-fi movie. It's like a sci-fi movie mixed with a horror movie. Well, not even just it's a little bit of all of it. It's like a thriller, it's horror, it's
comedy.
It's bad comedy though. It's horrible comedy. It's like the worst comedy writing because it's almost like you get punked daily. Like I truly feel like the world goes out of its way to punk us daily. You know, people talk about the government. I'm like, not even the government. I just feel like the whole world is they don't even realize they're doing it. Like the same way it takes, you know, a million components for this cell phone to work together. That's created by a whole bunch of different people. That the same way through osmosis that we're working hard every day to punk ourselves. Like just to do the stupidest shit that we can just be like, what? Huh? What'd they say? What happened? Like, what's going on? Like,
well, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying to a friend today. It's like, how many variations of this stupid thing is going to happen? I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, I don't even think the original virus is even around anymore.
I wasn't even talking about the virus. Like,
Okay,
I don't even listen.
You know,
I don't even. It's such an undiscussable thing.
Okay,
right?
sorry.
It's just like because it's. I mean, it get discussed, but it's just a part. It's just one more thing that's part of everything. Like people focus on that, but at the same time, we get punked with everything else. You know, they're talking about shipping containers and everything. I don't know about anybody else, but Christmas was fine. Everything got delivered. Everything was where it was supposed to be. There wasn't a big deal about stuff.
everything was.
But it's
fine
like
here. I mean,
it's always some crisis. Where was it though? Conveniently enough, I don't know anybody who's complaining. I'm sure there are some people who didn't get everything or whatever, but I don't know anybody who said like I didn't get anything. My stuff is all still waiting on.
That happens every year, though. When you think about it, because I know something that was ordered last year didn't come till 2 weeks after Christmas, and there wasn't a shortage last year.
Right, it happens. It all depends on what's going on.
I remember my daughter's video game, and it took 4 years for it to show up because they kept getting pushed back. But we pre-ordered it, and we forgot about it, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, that video game showed up. And I'm like, what? Oh God, that was like 3 years ago.
Dude,
yeah, I've had stuff happen like, you know, you order something on Wish, and then, well, my wife orders lots of shit on Wish, and you forget about it, and then out of the blue, this package arrives, and it's like, oh, what is this?
Yeah, I know. When did I order this?
When did we order this
like
thing?
8 weeks later, yeah.
Dude,
It takes at least 8 weeks from Wish.
When I was like, I want to say I was 15, maybe 14 or 15. My brothers and sisters, we took a picture at a place, a store that used to be called Woolworths here. It no longer exists. And it was a family. It was a family gift for my mother for Christmas. Yeah. So Woolworths, in the interim, we forgot about this shit. Went out of business. And then 10 years later, probably sometime in the 90s, when I still lived in my old house, all of a sudden in the mail, these pictures show up. And we're looking at these pictures like, where the fuck did we take these pictures? We didn't even remember taking the pictures and shit. They showed up like 10 years later. It was insane. I was like, oh my God, like, okay, that's funny. But yeah, at least we got the pictures. We paid for them. At least we got them.
And my mom's first job was at a Woolworths.
I used to love Woolworths.
Or the restaurant.
Yeah, the restaurant shit. People, that was the food. Dude. They had great food.
We had a Woolworths. It closed a long time ago, though.
Although I will say, I was young enough where when I would sit at the counter, I still got looked at funny.
Oh,
I'm not even bullshitting. You got to remember, I was born in 1970.
Yeah, I was born in 70. That's when I'm like, no, that sucks.
Right. So
same kid next to you. Yeah,
there was some shit still going on around here. Absolutely.
Sucks.
I don't remember anything like that growing up, but then I was a kid. You know.
Yeah. I'll put it to you like this. Look at the most popular movies from Boston, The Town, you know, the Whitey Bulger movies. Those are areas, South Boston, Charlestown and stuff. When I was a kid, I could not go to. I was absolutely would not go to. I ended up going to high school in one, and it was the worst high school experience I ever had. I felt like there's a movie with Morgan Freeman called Lean on Me. You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what that school was like. That's what Charlestown High School was like.
Wow.
I was like, I my aunt worked. It's just so bad. My aunt worked for the school department. So I remember calling her like, listen, I am not staying in this school. You've got to get me the fuck out of this school. Like, I'm not used to anything like this. This is not how I live. So she's like, well, the only thing I can do is we'll put you in what they call the 76er program. And then we'll get you transferred out. but the 76er program at the time was for these special kids. So all I had to do in class was read, and I could choose to read whatever I wanted to read in class. So let's just say I caught up on a lot of comic books back then. A lot of comic books.
That sounds okay.
Hey, listen, the comic book world is what took me outside of the world that was going on around me, because it was insane. I racism and stuff like that, I understood it kind of existed because I, at a young age, experienced it, but you also knew how to kind of avoid most of it. So in my neighborhood, it didn't really exist. My neighborhood was very diverse. And when I went to this school, I had not seen anything like that. I didn't understand all these people who are all in these different groups, Asians, Latinos, blacks, whites, everybody's in these different groups and fighting each other. And what the fuck y'all fighting over? Like, I just was not something I wasn't part of that. I was not down with any of that. Shit. Read my comic books though.
Yeah, I didn't see anything really bad, like anything really racist until actually we went on vacation in the States. And I remember one time, I can't remember where we were. I don't know if it was near Florida. I don't remember where we were, but I remember this poor woman. Like, now you have to understand too, my father was he was a racist. He was horrible. And this poor woman, this black woman, she was young and she had a kid and she's crying her eyes out in front of this grocery store. And my dad's, what's wrong? She goes, they won't let me in to go shopping. And it said, I don't want to say the word, but it said right on the front, no in, I can't say it aloud. And I was like, it's like, what is, I mean, I knew what that word meant because of my dad, but I was like, why wouldn't they let her in? And she just said, because of the color of my skin. And my dad's like, well, this is ridiculous. I was like shocked. Now, nobody's going to screw with my dad, okay? He's like 6'6", like 300 pounds. Like, don't fuck with me because I'll kill you. He took her. He goes, you're coming with me. We're going to go in. She's like, oh, I can't. He goes, no, you're with me. He goes, everything's fine. And the looks that we were getting, and my dad's like, she's buying food for her baby. What is wrong with you people? Like,
oh, wait, you said your dad was racist though?
We were shocked. I was like, we kept looking at my dad like, who are you? Like, but he just, I guess it just, because she was crying and she had the baby, and that's what she kept saying. I just need to get food for my baby, and they won't let me in. And I'm trying to get people to even like, listen, I'll give you money, just and they wouldn't even do that, right? And my dad's like, yeah, well, this is ridiculous. So I was really, we thanked him for being so nice because
we're born in the state.
I can't remember. It was near Florida. I know that because we were on our way to, like, we used to drive to Florida. So I think like a day out. So I'm not even sure. You know what I mean? Like, I can't remember.
Georgia, Alabama.
I was young. So I just, but I was like, yeah, we were shocked with my father. So, but fortunately, my dad learned later on in life. Well, I kind of clued him in. He was a fireman for a long time, and all his colleagues were getting promoted and stuff like that, and he wasn't. And he came home one day and he was like, I don't understand. And I'm like, I says, I understand. And I'm like about 14. What do you mean? I says, because you're racist. I says, the fire department is not the good old white boys anymore. I said, there's a lot of different nationalities coming in. I said, there's women coming in now, stuff like that. I says, I could just imagine the words that will come out of your mouth. I says, that's the problem, is that you can't do this anymore. I said, it's just not,
Yep.
So he kind of thought about it, and then we were like shocked again. It's just the way he was raised. His mother was way worse than he was, but unfortunately, this is the way he was raised.
Horrible.
He actually went to HR and told them, listen, I was raised to be a racist and stuff like that. Is there any programs I can go to, like, to help me? And they sent, I don't remember where it was, they sent him. And 6 months later, he was promoted. And I said, see? Yeah, I says, you got to stop this. I said, it's just stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I says, you're racist against white people. What do you mean? I says, Jewish people are white, Dad. I said, it's ridiculous. I said, there's no reason for you to hate these people, except that's what you were taught.
Yep. Some points you gotta let it go.
Let it go. And thank God he did. So, we were quite proud of him. Like my poor brother. I remember one time he's all troubled. We're like, what's wrong? He goes, well, I got a girlfriend. We're like, oh, okay. He's like, we're like, what's wrong? He goes, she's Filipino. And I'm like, ooh. I says, I don't know about that. And of course he wanted to bring her for dinner. And I'm like, I said, Barry, like, I don't know, like, I don't know. And Mom's like, So we just basically, I said, maybe just tell him, because like she was a really nice girl. So I guess Dad came home and Dad's like, I want to tell you something. He goes, I got a girlfriend. I want to invite her for dinner, but I want you to be nice. He goes, well, why wouldn't I be nice? And he goes, well, she's Filipino, and he didn't say anything. And he said, all he said is, does she come from a nice family? Whatever that means. And Barry's like, well, yeah. He goes, I've been there many times for dinner, and they're very sweet. They love me, and and stuff like that. We was again shocked. Like my jaw hit the ground. She came over. I don't know what Barry told her, but I guess she was expecting the worst because that was probably the best thing to do. Nicest person I've ever. I don't even know who this person was. Walking her in the house and giving her a hug and all this. And I'm like, me and my mom are sitting on the couch. We're like, who are you? Who are you? So I mean, I guess he learned later in life that it's ridiculous. I mean, it doesn't get you anywhere.
People change. I've said it before that in my lifetime, I've been told by some people that I represented the Black race for them. I represented African Americans for them because I was the first one that they really interacted with and had a sit down conversation or had dinner at their own table with, or, and I'd never had a problem with that. And I said, the only thing I would always say is I hope that I'm a great representation, but I don't represent all of them. I'm just me. I'm one particular person. So at the same time, you're going to have to learn how to judge everybody the way you judge me, the way you've given me a chance to speak to you. You're going to have to open up and let other people do that as well, because I can't be the one person that you think everybody's going to be like, because we're not all the same. Anyways.
Exactly. Same with all the white people, same with all the same with everyone, right? Yeah.
Well, my dad was raised in North Carolina, up in the hills. He didn't know any Black people till he joined the Navy. And he told me I was brought up one way. He goes, but this is just what everybody did. There was no Black people in our county. He goes, I didn't see. He goes, you never see them. You'd see them, but you wouldn't see them in the county. And he went to the Navy, and he goes, I got to know them. They were my bunkmates. He's like, it opened my eyes. Oh, what I was told, okay, that's not true. Okay. And I've never really saw him ever be racist. My nephew says that he said that my niece was dating a Black guy, or we thought her baby was good, and she was with the Black guy, and she thought that he was like, well, I really don't know if I want one of those in my family. And I was looking at him like,
one of those.
He loves my niece, and it turns out it wasn't their boyfriend's baby, but it wasn't even their husband's baby. But I was like, a friend of mine's stepdad is a biker, old school biker. Ran with the Hells Angels for a while. They have a mixed kid, and he loves that kid more than I think he loves the rest of them. It's just, I just keep saying, I told her it doesn't matter. When that baby's born, he's going to love it. It's already a done thing. And he did. He adored
baby hasn't done anything wrong except be born.
If you can't love a baby, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah,
that's right.
Seriously. So, Chris, I keep looking at all your books. What kind of books do you have? I love books. That's why I, of course, noticed your bookshelf with all your books on it.
Oh, God. It's a bit of a hodgepodge, really. I got a lot of American literature. I like Philip Roth, so I read a lot of his stuff. But yeah, gosh, what have we got? I mean, Salman Rushdie.
Jiggy, are you jealous of his hair? Just got to point that out too.
You think Robin's doing here? Oh, my God.
Oh God,
she'd be all over that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to squirrel. Just when you turned around, but no, I got a new bookcase for Christmas. Yeah. I was very excited to get a new bookcase for Christmas to put my books in. I was just curious because you do seem to I read your posts. You seem to know a lot. You have a wide range of knowledge. That's why I'm curious. Do you have ufology books mixed in there, or just?
Oh, there is some of that. There is some of that. Oh, you'll recognize this one.
Yeah.
All that hair.
Communion. Yeah.
Wow. I think this actually was my mom's.
Wow.
Really?
I got this from my mum when it came out. She read it and then gave it to me.
I've only read that one part way through.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. As much as I don't like the fact that I believe Whitley Strieber is a pathological liar. if he these books, if he had said they were fiction, I would really rate them because he's a superb writer.
Yeah,
I've read a lot of
brilliant
this stuff before Communion.
But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, he's a pathological liar, and he alters his story every 12 months and all sorts of things.
He adds to it.
Yeah, and adds to it.
He always adds to it. But no, his first, like I read Wolfen, Hunger.
Yeah, I've got those.
Zone. Those are great novels. I mean, they're pulp novels. They're not the literary greats, but they're good. And not, I never read Communion.
Yeah, I've got the Hunger and Wolfen. And what's Lilith's Dream?
It's not a good read.
It's a vampire.
Yeah, I don't think that's a sequel to the Hunger, isn't it?
I think it might be.
Or a continuation, maybe not.
I mean, this is going back years ago when I read that stuff.
Well, I read Wolfen in the 80s, and then I reread it when I met Renee, and it holds up. And I love the take of how the wolves are. That's the werewolves. That, and I'm like, and it makes sense. I'm like, I throw that with David Politis of 411. Hey, you know what? That's what's eating people in the woods. We got smart wolves that no one knows about. Screw Bigfoot.
Yeah. Yes, I've got a little bit of that sort of thing. But the bulk of it is pretty much 20th century American and English literature, which is something I just it just appeals.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I read a lot too. I read at least 7 books a week, but
I don't read now. I have Audible. I do audiobooks all the time.
I have Audible.
I use Audible. It's great. It really is.
Yeah, I have a hard time reading now because I get bored. And it's just I can do Audible and do things. I used to read and listen to music, and I can't really do that. I get caught up in one or the other now.
Yeah.
Good.
I've never tried it yet. I enjoy
it.
Reading.
Depends on the book.
The book and
I listen to a ton of audiobooks, but it's like biographies and stuff like that. But certain books, I like to have the book.
Yeah. There's nothing like having that. Tangible...
some of my favorite. Yeah, I have books that I have reread over and over again.
Yeah, me too.
Some of my
Those are the
favorite
only ones
books.
I read books now because otherwise I'd have to fill my whole house up with books, and I just don't have enough room. So
a lot of my books got ruined when my basement flooded years ago. My sump pump broke. It was like a river. Luckily, my neighbor heard it, and a box that had a lot of my favorite books. They all got destroyed. I was devastated because it was the first release. I'm dating myself. I was a big V.C. Andrews fan back in those days years ago, and I had a lot of the books when they first got released. Hi. Luckily, we're all talking PG right now.
Hello, Chris's son.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you like being on camera? The whole world can see you now.
He's gone.
I'm a star. I'm leaving. That's okay.
I got signed first editions from authors I like. Wow. I got a lot of Jim Butcher. I got some of Laurel K. Hamilton, but I'm more of a Jim Butcher guy. Kevin Hearn.
Yeah.
I used to talk to my wife. It's a joke. We don't go to concerts anymore. We go to book signings. And I got a Justin tattoo.
Oh, look.
They character.
More people.
The whole family's coming in.
Hi.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
I'll be back in a sec.
You got it, brother.
Okay.
My son was actually down here a minute ago. I heard footsteps. I could tell he was looking for me. So I had my camera off. So I'm like, oh, come give me a hug. And I'm like, do you want me to turn the camera on? No, I wouldn't anyways. But he
Who
was
the hell is
here.
Carl?
I don't know. I was just going to ask you. I was just going to say who's Carl.
Yeah. Hi, Carl.
Carl,
Who's
that
Carl?
kills people.
Oh,
Who are you,
You gotta
homie?
tell us who you are, Carl.
Yeah. There's a vetting process around here.
Exactly. Yeah, we just don't let anybody in. That could be bad.
Shabadoo Krasdak.
The dude looks like another dude.
Slavitin Kradic.
Corey, did you know that?
Yeah.
I don't know who Coral is. Coral from Walking
Coral?
Dead. Are you Coral?
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 Is that you, Coral? Coral.
There's more people in California than there is in the whole country of Canada.
I believe
Really?
it.
In California?
Who the hell?
Carl
I'm sorry,
Brown?
Carl. You have to. Yeah, you have
All
to.
of Canada.
Carl
Yeah,
Brown.
that's what. Yeah, that's what I hear.
Really?
You'll
In
have to Google
California?
it. Yeah, they say there's more people right in California than there is in the whole country of Canada.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
yeah. I mean, we'll have to.
Well,
Wow.
I mean, it'd probably take 2 seconds to look it up. You know.
I know New Zealand can fit
I think
in.
Julie's on it.
Who do you
New
wait?
Zealand could fit
Hold
in
on.
the entire
Who do you
state of
work
California.
together with, Coral? Like, we work. Who's we? You got to elaborate. Yeah, you got to be a little better than that, homie.
Bryce says there's California is 40 million.
20 mil.
40 million in California.
What's the
population of Canada?
of Canada, yeah. Corey should know.
Hey Siri, what's the population of Canada?
Yeah, I have those numbers in my brain. Let me look up. Hang on.
2020, the population of Canada was 37,894,799.
Well, so there are more people in
Wow.
California.
What do you know about that?
Okay.
Wow. I would have never picked that.
Who knew?
I just found that out a couple days. You know what else? And you guys might have, especially John Aside and Jiggy may have beat me about the Head and Shoulders. You guys remember Wacko from the Animaniacs?
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
We are the
I remember the Animaniacs, but yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, I remember the Animaniacs.
Okay, well, Wacko, he might still be in this band called, it's either Rock Sugar or Sugar Rock, and they do these wicked ass mashups. And
He's singing.
he'll sing.
I know. I don't. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, he's still singing and stuff, and he'll sound a lot like what's his face from Journey, or
oh yeah,
he does pretty good.
Steve
Yeah,
Perry?
he'll do like he's like he does a lot of imitation voices. He actually kind of did it. Who is it? He did it Arnold Schwarzenegger to get him and his band some good seats in this restaurant. Yada yada yada. I was checking him out and said, yeah, he's got one of them voices that he can kind of do good impressions.
Cool.
So can I.
It's
Jiggy.
I can do impressions.
Let's hear it.
up.
I'm gonna do one of myself.
Oh, cool.
Do the laugh. You do that one great.
What laugh?
Yeah, the Eddie Murphy laugh.
Well, no. It's gotta be natural. See, when you ask people to do stuff like that, it's gonna be natural.
Yeah, it's true too.
Yeah. He's gonna have to be into it.
Can't be forced.
Right. You don't force
Who are
it.
these weirdos?
You have to be inspired.
Jiggy, you know who you remind me of when you know how every now and then on these streams you might sing a few lines of something.
Yep.
I'm a big Frank Zappa fan, and there was a guy that used to sing for him called Ike Willis, and you sound just like him. It's crazy.
Really? I don't know. I don't know that. I know who Frank Zappa is. I don't know who Ike Willis is.
Yeah.
It's weird. My voice too. My voice was incredible when I was younger. Not saying like I was the most incredible singer, but what I could do with my voice compared to what I can do now is shit. Like, like I could do Prince notes. I could hit some insane high notes. There was a time when people be like, are you like, that's a guy singing? Like I could hit some incredible notes. I just can't do it anymore. It's frustrating too. Like if you, when you kind of grow up singing and you love to sing, and it's not that like, I haven't, I'm trying to think the last time I've actually sang in front of anybody, like performed. That's been a long, long time. A long time. So it's like, I love to sing, but it's like, you just want to hit those notes. Like sometimes you're home and you're fucking smoking and listen to some Prince, like Adore or some shit. I don't know if you know that song Adore, but he had just some beautiful notes in that song that I used to be able to hit that I just can't hit anymore. And it's just so frustrating.
Yeah, my wife's a big Prince fan. She's
Chris.
got most of those albums.
My sister is probably the biggest Prince fan I ever know, and I hated Prince because of her. Hated his music because that's all she would play in the house. And then we went and I don't remember what year that fucking was, and we saw Purple Rain. And after that, I was like, "What?
84.
The fuck?" I had never. And then when you go back and listen to his old music, and then like the interpretations of what all the stuff means and stuff, I was like, "Wow, this dude is like." And just to see the way he dressed, everything about him, it's like, you know. And this dude, I'm sorry, you know, anybody who doesn't like adult words, but he was getting some pussy. Like, like women love that fucking dude. So it's like you got this dude. He's charismatic. He's got great music. He knows how to pull these women. He's 2 feet fucking tall. Like who could have? There's no better entertainer.
He could
Period.
play every instrument.
Yes, and he could sing every octave as well.
In his first album, he played every instrument, and the record execs are like, "Well, you know, it's okay, but it's not great." And they go, "There's only one person playing. He's doing everything." And they go, "Oh, really?"
He's no joke. Most of the songs that he did for other people, like you hear some of the songs for The Time, different artists, Sheila E. He actually wrote, when he wrote those songs, he would always present them with him singing them. And I'm going to start, I'll put those clips aside. Like anybody want to hear them, I'll send them to him because I see them on like TikTok and stuff. But even his interpretations of some of those songs, good Lord, that man was talented. Like this is nobody like him.
He was a phenomenal guitar player too. Like
he was a great
fantastic guitar player. There's a clip of him, I think, on YouTube of him playing with. Oh, I can't think. It might have been Eric Clapton and someone, and they're doing that while my guitar gently weeps.
It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductions.
Yeah, and he's just like,
and
he blew everyone out of the water. It was just amazing.
And Drew J, you're right. And not one scandal. Not one.
Not one.
How could you be Prince? You would just think that, you know, orgies, like you're thinking some crazy shit. Not one scandal.
No, nothing.
Because he played basketball.
I'm so glad I saw him live when he was here. Because he lived here for
one of my biggest regrets is I never got to see him live.
I did.
Amazing. I did too.
I got to do security too. It was awesome.
Just amazing. It's like you can't even.
Yeah, he would have been great live.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Just he's Prince.
Well, I think that's why he died, because he was so clean cut. When they started giving pain meds, he had no reference for him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he partied. I mean, he was known to party too. He wasn't that clean. He wasn't that clean cut in the sense that he didn't party. It was just more that his image, like right. There wasn't just like, oh, you know, we were all coked out with Prince at some party and shit like that. Like he had his limitations, and a lot of stuff he did in private. He kept certain people around him. He just kept the right people around him, apparently, because when he was doing anything like that, it wasn't something that people were, oh yeah, Prince is just coked up tonight. You didn't hear shit like that.
Yeah.
I think later on in life, though, when he really dove into being a Jehovah's Witness, I mean, they talk about like he had a swear jar at his, you know, at Paisley Park, and you know, he didn't drink and he didn't do, like, he was pretty, he followed his religion pretty well. I mean, early on, I don't think he did, but it sounds like later on in life he did, from the stories that I've read. And I've listened to his ex-wife's, she wrote a book after he died, because, you know, they had she's the one that they had a baby that unfortunately passed away. Yeah. And they say that haunted him. Like he actually never got over that.
Yeah, he never.
Which I can't imagine. I could never imagine.
Yeah. He's the man.
Yeah,
she was from Toronto.
Always liked about him is he. Yeah, that was almost a little bit scandalous because she was almost underage. She wasn't, but there was.
She was young. But she wasn't like 16. I mean, I think she was like 18 or 19.
No, but they at first they were questioning if she was even 18. But one thing I love about him is that he had. Well, yeah, she was an awesome dancer, but he also had Misty Rhodes, the ballerina, on his tours. Like he knew how to find talent. Like with Sheila E. Like she's one of the best percussionists for a woman.
The Time.
Exactly, The Time.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of people, yeah.
The Family.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jerome. Oh shit! Hold on. Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam.
Yeah. Yeah.
They went on to produce. Yeah, because they went on to produce Janet Jackson and a whole bunch.
He had the girl group too, Vanity.
Vanity Six and then Apollonius.
Yeah.
Yeah, the girls were good.
Which there was only 3 of them in each group, but for some reason they were 6. Or maybe he counted the band. I don't know. No, because I don't know. Whatever.
Maybe he counted the nipples.
Maybe he counted them by boobs. Who knows?
John.
Hey now.
Now.
Hey y'all, be careful what you say, okay? Okay, careful. Don't talk about it now.
Oh.
Who cares? Well, there's Robin.
Wait, Robin, it's not the moon's not up in California yet. You shouldn't be out of your coffin. What are you doing?
I got a special.
Oh, it's been dark for 2 hours.
You sound very far away, Robin.
Oh, how about now?
Still kind of far away, but a
Yeah.
little closer.
It's better.
Okay. Now?
No, she was older than that, Jude.
It's because you're in the coffin. Sorry, you must be talking to us inside of the coffin, Robin. My bad.
I
You're
know
5
what's
out
wrong
of 5,
with you.
Robin.
You finally got Wi-Fi inside of the coffin. Good job.
Mausoleum.
Corey, people don't believe I was telling you the other day. You used to call me a day walker when I would fucking tweet.
Yeah.
See, I told you I'm a day walker.
I still do it every once in a while if I see you early enough, because I mean it just freaks me out. Because usually, like Jay doesn't get up. Like he used to sleep in. I mean, from working and stuff. Obviously he slept in late, and like sometimes I'd see him at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, are you day walking? Like, what are you doing? Are you actually outside? Yeah, it was. It was kind of it was a joke for a while. So.
Oh, our emotional support Canadian is here. Gosh, that's the only reason I showed up.
That's the only reason.
Oh,
she said she was about to go to bed, Robin, so you can leave too. No.
Yeah. Goodbye, Robin.
Okay, see ya.
You guys are mean. Picking on Robin. Really? Priscilla was only 14? I thought she was a little bit older than that.
Hey, Robin,
Wow.
is
I think
Grappy
when they
still
first
alive?
met and started dating.
Really?
It was in Germany, so.
Yeah.
What 6 drops?
Is Grampy still alive?
No.
What do you mean no?
He wasn't even alive when he was on with us.
Oh, okay. All right.
It was an audio. Yeah, audio animatronic. Yeah, if you turn him upside down, on his heel is stamped Disney Imaginarium or whatever. Yeah.
Hey, Robin,
Huh.
say hello to our friend Chris. That's Freebird Skeptic.
Freebird over there.
I've
Over
seen
there.
I've seen Freebird here and there. Hi, Freebird. Good to see your face.
Too many gummies. I actually believed her for a second.
Yeah, good to see you,
These
Robin.
things
So,
are
Robin,
so
Chris has hair that you might like.
Put them down.
Wait,
They're so good. Though.
Gummies away.
what, Jilly?
Chris has hair that you might like. Just saying.
Well, I already do.
I don't.
Throw that shit into some dreads and lock them down.
He already has dreads.
Wait, I can't see.
Lock it
You're
down.
gonna have to turn around again.
Yeah, he's got lots of dreads.
Look at there. Hey, how long have you had them, Chris?
I've had
How long
these
have you had your
for
dreads?
about 18 months.
That's pretty good for just 18 months.
I started yeah, the hair was pretty long. Yeah, I've had them in the past, but with my job for a while I needed to just sort of, shirt
Clean
and
up.
tie.
Yeah.
And but since the pandemic hit, I'm doing so much work from home now because I got my own business. So yeah, I don't have to wear the tie. I don't have to. It's just Zoom meetings, really. So yeah, it's cool working from here.
Oh, I know there are some cool parts of working from home. Very cool parts. You don't even have to get out of your dirty underwear or anything.
Okay, Robin.
knows.
Yeah, like
TMI.
Lawnmower's underwear.
What do you mean, like, oh shit, I just shit my pants. Oh, I'll be all right.
Or
today.
you know,
No, my underwear is dirty. Oh.
if you're quiet, nobody knows but you. You know.
You're quiet.
Oh, come on. That's disgusting. I just ate a piece of chocolate too. Calm down.
Ooh, yum. Okay, was it salty chocolate?
There's a fucking Reese's cup. Calm down.
We haven't even
Oh, you pronounce it Reese's too. A lot of people pronounce it Reese's.
So what the fuck is it? Reese's?
Reese's.
Reese's.
Reese's. Maybe it's maybe
I
it's
think you're wrong because they say
even
even the commercial was Reese's Pieces.
It was not.
Yes, it was. Reese's peanut butter flavor inside.
Nope. You're
You got
suffering from the
chocolate with my peanut
Mandela
butter.
effect.
Yeah, you're suffering from a Mandela effect.
You are.
What you eating, John?
It's a little medicated brownie.
Medicated brownie.
I got medicated gummies in my stocking, so
You can send me some.
I guess I wasn't
it's
the
illegal
girl
to
this year
send.
'cause I didn't get anything.
I
like
know,
that.
I'm just teasing. I'm teasing.
You better luck next year, Jilly.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Going to hell in a handbasket.
You have to put it out in the universe that you're into that stuff.
What
Then
happened?
Santa Claus will know. How Santa Claus going to know that you want edibles if you've never asked Santa Claus for edibles?
Or you
I actually
manifest
believe-
it. You put it on your vision board. Cut out little pictures of what you want and paste it on your vision board, and it happens. It's like magic.
Do you really have a vision
So you
board,
mean if
Robin?
I don't tell my son's elf on the shelf, he won't get it for me either.
Aw.
Fucking assholes.
Fucking
Fucking
assholes.
elf. He is
You
an
bring a
elf.
fucking
He is
elf
an
on the
elf.
shelf around me, it's
Great
getting thrown in the garbage.
Ugh.
Okay, just letting you know. You
Fucking
bring that
elf.
shit around me, I'm throwing it in the garbage.
Are you
I
scared
got
of
strong on a bong. That
No, I'm not
count?
scared of no fucking elf. Although, oh my god, you know what though? My grandbaby told me the other day, it shocked the shit out of me that she's scared of clowns. Which that I hate when people are scared of clowns, but she's scared of clowns.
I got.
I hate
I don't like clowns. I don't like dolls. They're creepy. They're just creepy.
They're just
She got
whatever. It's
sore
makeup.
So what made her afraid of clowns? Like
I don't know. I have
You're
no
isn't like
clue.
this-
I don't know.
They're
Just
creepy.
something. She was skipping through Netflix and she saw something with clowns. She's like, I don't like clowns. So I was like, all right, I'll leave it alone.
Yeah, what? Yeah, yeah. Watch it. Watch it.
There's a lot. There's a lot of clowns on YouTube, eh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of clowns.
Oh, you're so one of us.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
no shit. No shit. You know, Jack in the Box terrified me when I was little. You know,
I thought that was the coolest shit ever.
I hated Jack in the Box.
The whole wind up to it, the do.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
That it scares the
Oh,
poop out of
the
you when it pops
suspense.
out.
Mm. No, one of that shit. The clowns never, because I mean, like Bozo. I think of the clowns who entertained me on television. So I never found them scary. They've tried to make them scary to me. I mean, you can make anything scary. I mean, they've had killer fucking beavers and shit. So.
I know Bambi with a machine gun. That kind of shit. Yeah.
That was just The Rock.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
There's actually there was a spoof where he played Bambi in a movie.
Exactly
Yeah,
true. Exactly.
Who do you like better, The Rock or Dwayne Johnson?
I'm gonna say The Rock.
Yeah.
Isn't that hasn't that been like a competition thing for a long time on the internet? Those two.
What about who people like him or his character?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't. I mean, you only know so much of him as a person. You only know so much of Dwayne Johnson, but you know The Rock.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Dwayne Johnson as a person seems like I mean, some people say he's arrogant, but whatever. But other than that, he seems like a really nice guy. He does some good things for people. Right, exactly. Very generous. So, I mean, what's not to like about the guy? But The Rock is the character. That's who you see. That's the bigger than life person that he created.
Because I don't really think he's done any really good acting since I think it was Get Shorty or the sequel, which I don't remember the name of right now.
Oh yeah, you talk. Shit, I love that movie too. I know exactly what you're talking about. Vince Vaughn,
yeah,
Andre 3000, Cedric the Entertainer. Fuck, what the hell's the name of that movie? Not Get. Come on.
Not Get Short's the sequel.
I know. Yeah, it's the second one because he plays the gay bodyguard.
Yeah, the gay Samoan bodyguard, and he plays them well.
Yeah. Woo! What the fuck is the name of that movie?
Can't think of it.
Christina Milian
I'm
is the chick, the
looking.
singer.
John
Travolta's in it. What's her name is in it too? Uma Thurman's in it.
Oh,
From the train.
Uma Thurman's in it,
Central Intelligence?
where they did that dance.
No, you're
No,
thinking
you're
of-
talking about Pulp Fiction, not
Thinking
Pulp
of
Fiction. This isn't Pulp
Okay,
Fiction.
that's the only one
Dwayne
I-
Johnson
Is it
movie. You're thinking of
wasn't
Pulp Fiction.
Central
No, it's not. No, that's Kevin Hart,
right?
and no, that's they filmed that here, Joe.
That's
Oh,
Oh,
how
did
you
they?
doing, Jilly?
Missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I did know that because oh my god, my son got his autograph. I'm such an idiot.
Damn it! What the fuck is? I've seen that movie a million times too.
What's the plot?
And you said that he was in. Well, he was the bodyguard for who?
It's Vince Vaughn. He's Vince Vaughn's bodyguard in the movie.
Yeah.
Fucking everybody's in the movie.
Wasn't Get Smart, Empire
No,
State,
it's
the other guy.
no.
Jesus,
It's
he's been in a ton of movies.
It's the second.
Be
It's
Cool?
the sequel. Yeah, Be Cool. That's it. Be Cool.
That's
Be
it.
Cool.
Yep.
I never seen
That movie's fucking hilarious. That movie is hilarious.
I've not seen that.
They pull up and they fucking pull up, and the fucking Cedric the Entertainer lives in the suburbs, and they got them fucking big juiced out rappers pulling up and shit. Y'all niggas better play our shit. That movie, I'm sorry, I love that movie. I liked it better than Get Shorty. Get Shorty was funny too, but I like the second one better.
Get Shorty.
The Rock made that whole movie though. He did his character.
Easy. He can actually act.
Yeah.
Because he was in the Scorpion King, and that was crap. It was okay, but it was crap.
He did the Tooth Fairy, which was scary.
The Tooth Fairy was scary.
Well, he was in meaning bad, like he was in Baywatch. He was in G.I. Joe.
No, I'm thinking of other
He
stuff
was
like
in Journey to
Fast
the
and the
Center
Furious.
Two.
No, Walking Tall with him and Johnny Knoxville.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was
Rundown,
horrible. Because I've
Painting
seen the
Game.
original Walking Tall.
I love the. I
He
like
was
the
in
beginning of the
G.I.
Rundown.
Joe.
Yeah, the Rundown's half
Ever
good.
Vigilance, guys. Free Guy, San Andreas, Snitch, Jumanji,
Yay!
G.I. Joe
Snitch was okay.
Retaliation.
Okay, I recognized one of those.
You don't get out much, Robin.
He was in Get Smart.
You don't have to go out to know about these, from what I
Exactly.
understand. Just
You're
not
The funny thing is, he
welcome.
plays the same
Yeah,
character in
it's
almost
like
every
movie.
movie now.
Now,
He pretty much just plays the
Yeah.
same character. That's it.
I liked him in Maui.
In what? Oh, you're talking Moana. You mean Moana?
Moana? Is
He
that
played
the name?
Maui.
Yeah.
I see what's happening there.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know that movie. I know the soundtrack right well.
once you've seen
You're
it,
welcome.
Oh, Jiggy, I
And
got
thank
bad news
you.
for you. Guess
What?
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 They're making Sing 2.
I already knew that.
they
I
made
had to
it.
sit through Sing One
Oh,
recently.
I saw it the other. I saw
listen.
that they were making a sequel.
I
was
don't.
Like, ugh.
I saw Sing, and I don't get how they say these are child movies.
Was
It is
that
a
with the one-
movie about a mother who's going through a crisis at home, so she wants to be it's like, how do these kids relate to these characters? I don't get it.
Is that the one where the critters sing different little songs?
Yeah, I guess what I could hear the music. That's all I could hear. I didn't listen to the dialogue. I didn't watch much of the visuals. It's too much. It doesn't sit well with me. I don't think that kids movies are made for kids. They're made for adults, and as an adult, I don't want to see that shit.
Well,
That's not your thing. I
Not at
bought
all.
tickets to go see Sing in the theater, and it's one of those theaters. And so I got my popcorn. I got 3D glasses because it was in 3D. I was juggling all this stuff, and I went in and sat down. I got through 30 minutes of the previews before I realized I was in the wrong theater. So I watched
Were the seats sticky, Robin?
Pee Wee Herman next to you.
Yeah, she was in the wrong kid in my ass.
I
Hey,
think he had just left. But no, I watched Passengers instead of Sing, and it was that with that. It starred that girl that everybody hates now.
Oh, it's Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt, I believe.
Yeah. It
We
wasn't.
like that
I
movie.
liked it. I enjoyed it. I was good.
Hey,
Glad
KB.
for my mistake. Yeah, but I never got to see Sing, so I don't know really what it's about.
What's up,
Little
KB?
critters sing.
KB says it has a good storyline to never give up on your friends. Aw,
Aw.
that's a nice sentiment.
What you said.
I like that.
Yeah,
I just can't do it. I don't know what it is about these cartoons, and trust me, my grandbaby watches all of them. They elude me. They just have no.
I watched all those with my grandbaby, and we watched all the Sesame Street offshoots and the Barney.
Did she like Maya and the Three yet? Has she seen that one? I
Who
really
the
like
what the
that
where?
one. Maya and the Three.
You'd have to ask her. I know we watched something called Raya the other day, which was a dragon.
No, this is the Maya, as in Mayan,
No.
and the Three. It's got a very Latin flavor to it.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oh, we watched something called Vivo. Vivo I didn't hate.
No, this wasn't it. This one
Vivo I didn't hate. It's the whole premise of that movie was actually kind of cool.
Well,
this
that's
one's got
almost an endorsement from Jiggy.
this one's got Cheech in it from Cheech and Chong, and Queen Latifah's in it, and I can't tell you the dude from Dusk to Dawn, the big mean like bodyguard dude. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He's in there. Fluffy, Fluffy's in there. I've mentioned that. Yeah.
Fluffy. There's
Gabrielle.
somebody named Fluffy.
Yeah, Gabrielle.
Why not?
Fluffy.
Fluffy.
I liked Vivo.
It's a good story. It's a little
It actually has Gloria Estefan in it.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Rosie Perez.
Is it another movie you're talking about? What about Rosie Perez?
She's in there too in that little cartoon. It's like a little mini series cartoon. It's got a good little storyline to it. It's about these little Mayan and Aztec gods, and they have these little adventures. It's a good story.
Like I said, she may have watched it. She watches all that kid shit. It's few and far between for me when I'm there.
Well, hey.
You're a good grandpa.
In case she's looking for something different to watch, see if she's watched that one. That'll keep her busy for a little while.
I think she's seen everything there is. And now she's just going back over them again. You're saying that's what kids do. I don't know what it is. I don't get it.
You don't get it.
They're not made for me.
I missed that.
Well, it's
better
been a
than
long
nothing,
time
really.
since you were a kid. So.
It's been even longer since you were a kid.
So
you want to talk about how long it's been since people have been kids.
God, it always turns into a contest or a competition with Jiggy. Jesus
He always
Christ.
picks on her. It's all right. It's all right, Chris. He always picks on her.
What, John?
What's if it's an old
He's
contest?
watched, he knows.
You win.
Well, yeah. So there doesn't even need to be a contest. You just hand me over the award or the belt buckle, whatever.
You want a buckle? You want like a WWE buckle?
So did you see Snow White when it originally was released by Disney?
She read it when it originally came out from the Brothers.
Robin saw Steamboat Willie.
In black and white.
With no sound.
She had to see it to know that.
When Mickey had the big buttons on his pants before they modified
Yeah,
his
he
costume.
had the big buttons.
He had the big old buttons on his pants. Yeah.
Robin starred in the first silent porno.
Boy, it's very seldom you leave me without words, Jiggy. Jesus.
I was going to say, Robin.
I had no comeback for that.
Yeah, she knows it's true. Look, she's like, damn it. Robin's the real fucking like she's the alien amongst us.
Do you say that to all the old people in your life?
No, I've never called my mother an
do.
alien.
I'm gonna tell her you did.
She's not gonna believe you.
Well, I'm gonna tell her she didn't.
Exactly.
She's gonna tell on
And you do
you.
realize this is recorded, Robin, right? So she,
Yeah.
there's always evidence of the shit that you say that you forget that you say, Robin. Just so you know.
She doesn't watch this show. She's a better class of person than
We
that.
can clip it.
Okay, Robin.
Woo.
All right,
Drew
Robin.
J says Robin does California. Yeah.
Whoa.
It was called Mexico back then, though.
Oh shit.
Hey now.
Right.
Hey now.
It was, yeah, really. It was before the missionaries came and pillaged and enslaved the Indians.
And that's why
Wait, the
it's more
dinosaurs called it
populated
that?
in Canada.
Canadian.
Robin's the missing link, y'all.
Yeah. I am. I'm about to be famous. So Corey. Suddenly things have gotten better for you. Eh?
No, she's still in Canada.
Oh, shut up. No. I've been reading on either Facebook or is it Twitter that things have shifted for you and your life is a little easier.
Did someone you hack your account?
Today, maybe, not really. It's just it's never gonna go. It's just never gonna go away. No.
Oh fuck!
It's just never
I'm
gonna
sorry.
go away.
I
It's
was
okay. I mean,
hopeful.
it's better than it has been. So I mean, I have to be happy for that. So that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
All right. I was hopeful for you.
That's okay. I mean, it's better than it's been. So it's
Well, okay.
best
So that's
it's the
a
best
step
that
right
can
there.
happen. You know. So
Yeah. So Drew
It's
J
just,
is 50 years old. Drew J's 50. Drew J says Robin at 50
Yeah,
years
we're all
old.
we're all around the same age except for Robin.
Yeah.
Drew J, I'm way older than that. My youngest
way older.
daughter's about to turn 50.
I'm older than 50.
What's up, everybody? Still at it, huh?
I'm older than 50.
Missed you.
I am creeping up to 50 slowly. I only got a couple more years.
Slow creep toward 50. Hi, Rogue. Ooh.
Hey, girl. How you doing?
I'm doing
Yeah,
fine.
I just got a little bit
I
closer
know
this
you're
year,
doing fine.
She's like, I hope you just got back from the store getting some cigarettes, Rogue.
We already packed them.
Well, he was packing his cigarettes earlier, so.
Yeah.
Oh, was he? Oh, I missed that.
Yeah,
It sounded awesome
And he's
too.
got a shirt on, Robin. Sorry, no wife beater tonight.
We had our white beater on earlier. We have to go back and see it.
Yeah, they always do pack a little tighter without a shirt on. I have to agree.
Good
Yeah,
Lord.
see, Six Drops is just as blatant as I am about this shit.
Yeah, I better watch.
And they talk about horny old men. I'll never want to hear about horny old men again in my life.
Well, if people are pretty, people are pretty. You know.
Yeah, and you express an appreciation for it. What's wrong with that, Jiggy? What's wrong?
I don't say there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, a bunch of, they always talk about men being horny old bastards and shit. Like, yeah, what about women?
Well, just like little old men, it's all in our heads, Jiggy. It doesn't. It's nothing south of your brain when you get horny.
It's all in your head. So why is there so many STDs spread around old folks' homes?
Yep.
Viagra.
Viagra.
Well, because they're fucking each other in the old folks' homes. Ew. Can you? Ooh, I'd hate a fucking old person. Ew.
Well, what do you think the young people think then, Robin?
Well, I'm with them. Old people are gross.
That's not true. I mean, there is some, depending on, I don't know, I can't point to age or necessarily a particular person, but there are some older women who are fucking insanely attractive.
Yes,
they
sir,
are.
they are.
Like they just, and the thing about men is, we start to admire women when we're younger. So we're always going to admire and be attracted to older women.
Yeah.
So the idea that older women aren't attractive is stupid. There's some gorgeous fucking women.
I started messing with older women like early. I was like 17. Yeah, that was good shit.
Oh, honey. Really?
Hell, I had shit. I'm shit. We won't be. Those are Patreon stories.
And also adventures into the Oedipus complex thing.
Yeah, it was wonderful. There was no games, no bullshit.
Nope.
You know what I wanted. You know what she wanted.
Yep.
I know what
I
she
know,
wanted.
and
It was beautiful.
old women are grateful as hell. So yeah.
And they know when they want you to go away, everything. It's like,
Yeah. No, she made me a sandwich afterwards. I was like, this is outstanding.
Can I pack you a lunch? Here, don't forget your Twinkies.
yo, but them motherfuckers are conniving too, though. They be having some shit going on sometimes, Rogue.
Oh yeah.
I can
They're
tell.
still women. They're still women. Doesn't matter what they are.
Uh-huh. Shit.
No
Summer
offense.
'89.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, well, even old people still have all their parts. They're a little different.
Right. There's still some older people are still they want to fuck. They're having a good time.
Yeah.
You just decided to shut the gas station down early, Robin. That's all. You started putting out no more gas. That's all.
I'd never shared any of that with you. You don't.
Yes, the fuck you did. You told us it's been like 30 years since you've seen a dick or some shit.
You shut it down like 30
Robin,
years
you
ago.
don't remember the shit that you say. That's what I keep telling you. You've said some shit over the past almost year.
It has been 30 years since I've seen a dick, okay? But there are things called light switches. You take.
I don't even know what the fuck that means. You're speaking a whole code. What the fuck does the light switch have to do with?
So let me get this
do it in
straight.
the dark.
So you might not have seen a dick, but you were in the presence of a dick. Is that what you're telling us?
I'm
You might not have seen it in the
telling
light,
you.
but you
I'm
were
not
within proximity of a dick.
I'm not telling you anything. That's
Okay.
that's getting a little too personal.
Very
Just
cool.
coming from
You
Robin,
told
it's
us
getting
about
personal.
the golden shower. So that
Yeah. Well, that was back when. Boy, Rogue is over there cringing. What are you doing to that
I'm
poor man?
cracking up. I'm all right.
He's
I'm all right.
Drop something, Rogue.
I'm okay.
Okay, good.
Good.
Yes, there was a golden shower.
Oh
Back
wait, and
in
Robin
my
also
day.
talked about milking the prostate too.
Yep.
That was definitely.
Bestiality.
That's right.
All kinds of stuff.
That's right.
But let's not get personal.
Not now. Not at this point.
I know.
Love you.
It's only almost been a year since.
Penis,
Motherfucker.
but
Okay,
who knows?
just so you all are clear, Robin, Genocide, all the folks who like this. It's almost been a year of Robin spilling her fucking beans on this shit.
We should do a best
Pneumonia.
of for New Year's. Oh my god.
Pneumonia.
We
It'd have to be rated R.
It's been so much fun.
Robin said the N word for us. It was awesome.
Yeah, twice.
Once.
Have you
Well,
never heard it,
on-
Chris? Wait, Chris, you've never heard it?
Did you ever hear that song, Chris?
Oh, you
Did what?
oh, God.
Oh,
it's
Oh.
Jimmy's got to play it. It's beautiful.
old
Listen,
school.
this is
He's
beautiful.
gonna play it.
Yeah, I mean it's
Okay.
almost the end of the year. We might it's one of this
were
year's
like-
best hits.
I
We
almost
love
forgot
you.
about all that.
It's,
how?
it's the best. It's probably one of the best things.
La, la, la. Y'all can talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
I'm not saying.
Well, don't forget, one of the first
so
live
good.
streams, we had to explain to Robin what rubbing one out was. That's where it
Yeah.
all began.
That was
That
that's
was
where it all
the
began.
Okay. Yeah.
Jiggy says, Robin, you're in charge. I'm gonna go rub one out, and I went, "What's he talking
In
about?"
a galaxy.
We're popping the bishop.
Yeah, Jigs.
And people
And
had
that's
to
where it all
explain.
started.
That's where it all
Nice.
began.
And he said,
It was
hey,
so funny.
read this.
Yeah, Drew
Urban
J hasn't heard.
Dictionary.
Robin, you've made the soundboard quite a few times. Like he has
I
Tulip on
know.
there. He has
I
this
know.
on there.
Oh, here we
I
go.
know.
Here we go.
Theme song. You should
Okay.
feel pretty cool.
Here we go.
I'm
Let Chris
proud.
listen. Shh.
Okay, here it goes.
All right. It's
Here we go.
wait. Yo, Bizos, why the fuck did you fire my ass, boss? Nigga, it's because you always show up here on CPT. You supposed to start at 9 and never see your ass till 9:30.
So do you know what color sequence?
I read it, Jess. I read it. That's
Yeah,
the
we
top
know.
of
The actors saying the
Oh,
N-word, it's so good. It's
That's
so
not
funny.
the definition.
I didn't
We laughed so
understand.
long.
I wasn't clear on the concept at that moment. I didn't really get
Character prepared though.
She just went for it. She just went
She
all
dove
in.
right in. She
It was
said, "Fuck it."
she
She
was
got in the
Straight in,
character.
eh?
Yeah, she's a character.
You gotta see. There's a video though, Chris. You gotta see the video.
Method acting.
Jiggy,
What's the
Robert's beside him and Jiggy sitting there. It's just beautiful. The expression on his face when she realizes, or when he realizes, she says the N word. Like,
because
what?
Because she didn't realize.
I didn't get it because Jiggy was talking about CPT time, and I said, "What is that?" And he says, "Go look it up." And this was before Jilly became the official looker-upper, and
Jilly
so
was the official looker up. She just wasn't
I wasn't
there.
on yet.
she just wasn't there. That's right.
I wasn't there yet. I hadn't joined yet.
Yeah, too
Okay.
bad, man. But anyway, so I looked up CPT, okay? But instead of reading the definition, I read the part where you use it in a sentence. And I didn't realize the difference until I was on a roll with it. So I just kept going.
I think that was the best thing you could have done. Too.
Classic.
What did I say?
I just,
It's beautiful.
yeah.
It's a beautiful.
What's
So
the
now that's, huh?
What's the Cool Whip thing? Because I keep on hearing that every now and then. What context was that in?
Just the way she says that. It's just we
That's
tease her a bit. Just the way she
Bee
says it.
Gees loved, yeah. Bee Gees
Yep.
loved the way
Bee Gees
Robin
loves it.
says it.
She
So
sounds like Stewie from Family Guy.
yep.
Bee
Ah,
Gees
yeah, I was
goes
wondering.
into
I was wondering if it
hysterics.
was from the. I was wondering if it was from the Family Guy episode.
It's
Yeah.
not from anything. It's just, yeah, whip. And they said, "Boy, you say that so funny." And I said, "What do you mean? I'm just saying it." And she says, "Oh, say it again, say it again." So I did it about 20 times. I said, "Cool Whip," and she's
Oh, Bee Gees just
cracking
loves it.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cracks
Bee
up.
Gees.
It's so
Is
funny.
she's in Australia, right? So
Yeah.
she thinks I talk funny.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so
She talks funny.
Yeah, she talks
she talks
funny.
funny.
She
but
can't say oregano.
Or aluminum.
Yeah.
Oregano?
Oregano. What is that?
or linoleum.
Oregano.
Yeah.
That's a
Aluminum. I don't
herb.
know how she says
Aluminum.
You mean
What
you
did they
mean
call
you
it?
mean the herb?
You mean the herb? What'd you say?
The
herb.
herb.
You mean the herb?
No, herb.
No, it's herb.
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 Do you have aluminum foil there?
Aluminium.
Here we go. Here we go.
No.
But serious,
No.
they really do say it like that.
No.
Or is that
Aluminum.
They say that in the UK as well.
Yeah, but
Well,
all y'all
they
are
throw
backwards.
that extra
We're America.
syllable
We're
in.
right.
No.
You guys are wrong.
We created the English
The hell is
language.
oregano? I mean, come on.
That's
It's true that
English is the
they sort of
language.
estimate. They estimate in about 200 years. I think it's 200 years. You guys will start using the metric system.
will never happen.
Is it?
No,
Never
We've been using
we
it.
will
Yeah, we've been using it a
forever
long time.
will remain stupid
Ooh,
forever.
TJ could not be more wrong.
As
Yeah,
a
we've been
construction
doing it for a
worker,
long time.
I've had to use both, and I mean, the metrics, it makes way more sense. But I do like our traditional system. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
it doesn't make any
Sears,
sense.
the Craftsman tools, you know, socket sets and stuff. You can get a whole socket set and all these tools in metrics, and yes,
you can, because some cars you work on are all metric. You know
the
what I mean?
foreign cars, yeah, the sockets, they're all different. Yeah, so, but I don't know why we don't use the metric system. It makes more sense to go
But
in
we're America, damn it.
tens.
It's
You know,
why.
instead of 12,
It makes more sense.
We left all
Therefore,
that shit. We left it all behind. Robin, we left it all behind.
part of our
They gave
rebellion.
it
We
Canada.
fought a war, everything to
Yeah, we
leave
gotta-
it all
we gotta-
behind. But we
we
kept
switched
everything
when I was
named
a
after
kid.
shit
I
from
was
over there.
It is funny though when you get somebody that doesn't know how to
we
read a tape
switched.
measure. That's
switched when I was a
traditional.
kid.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and 12-inch segments, you know, how did that become a thing? 10 inches makes way more sense.
So when you start breaking it down, so it's really like
That's what she
12 and,
said.
12 and 9/16.
That's what
so
she
like
said.
12 and
Hey.
a half and 3 little
Yeah.
lines.
I like 9/16 myself. Wait, 9/16. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm fond of 3/8. I don't know what we're
What
talking
the fuck are we? Yeah, what y'all? Are you talking about sockets?
Yeah.
Socket wrenches?
Like to do testing, right? I gotta use a multimeter. But in fucking the UK, I was watching a video. I know he was talking about. He called it a multimeter. I was like, "What the fuck is a multimeter?" the multimeter. They just say it different.
I'll tell you this: when it comes to all that shit, y'all need some demo work. Holla at your boy. You need something built? Don't call me.
Huh.
Don't call me.
I can build.
I wouldn't even put together my grandbaby's bicycle. Like I
can build anything.
No, I can't.
I can put
cannot.
together a bicycle. I can put together an office chair.
That's good for you. Put that on your resume.
All that IKEA shit.
Robert, I could put you in a secret hole and have you unconscious in about 20 seconds.
Okay, come on.
There you go.
But I ain't building shit. I remember one time I put together my boy's bicycle for him for his birthday.
Yeah.
Them fucking handlebars, he hit a bump and the handlebars came off.
That happened to a friend of mine.
He's dragging his fucking knee.
Oh, poor little dude.
Oh shit. Hey, shit happens. I'm just saying, don't ask me to put together some shit. I ain't doing
Drew J knows.
I was one of those kids. I was always taking shit apart though. Like I remember some of my fondest memories. My old man yelling at me like because I didn't put the socket set back right and shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean, looking for his tools.
That's a big deal to get all those sockets back in their little places.
Oh, God forbid you leave a hammer out in the rain either.
Or
why need a hammer? I don't know. I need a hammer.
But yeah, it helped me because this day I'm very organized with my workspace because of that. You know what I mean?
You could give me a whole shed, whatever, a fucking basement full of tools, modern, anything you could think of, and I guarantee you, say in a 5-year span, I may use a drill, a screwdriver, a hammer, more common tools and stuff like that, but
sure.
I'm not proficient with those things. I don't fuck with them. I'm good. It looks great. That shit's all pretty. When people are like, hey, my friend, he has a garage. We play pool there, but he fixes cars. That's what he does for a living. And he's got everything you can think of. And I'll be in there sometimes if he's like changing the oil or something, but go get me so-and-so. I'm like, could you speak English, please? Just point.
My
Don't
brother's
ask
like
me.
that.
I can use I know how to use a drill press. I still have countersinks in my toolbox.
Cool. Look at you.
I know all those.
I'm telling you all, Robin is a fucking alien because every time you talk to Robin, if you talk about any kind of trade, you could be like, listen, so my grandfather back in the day, he used to go to other countries and pick coconuts. And Robin's like, yeah, I remember when I was a young girl and I was probably like 9 or 10 and my family would travel the world and I would pick coconuts out of trees and shit. I'm telling you, Robin's an alien. She's been traveling this earth for a long fucking time.
You don't even have to travel. You just get old and you gather experience. Jesus Christ.
Here's one.
But you have traveled though. But I'm saying, don't act like. But you have traveled. Have you not?
A little, yeah.
Okay.
Drew J. Kinky tubes. Kinky tubes. Kinky tubes. Kinky tubes.
Kinky what?
What are you?
I'm losing the Wi-Fi battle.
Are you
Oh no.
Dinky dudes? What?
QUINKE. Kinky. That's hard to pronounce.
That's Quinky. Quinky.
Yeah, Quinky tubes.
Really?
It's hard to pronounce.
What is that?
I have stumped the Robin. And what that is a harmonically tuned little thing that is kept in with the hydraulic system in your hydraulic tubes, your hydraulic lines. And what that does is it keeps your hydraulic lines from vibrating your airplane apart.
Interesting.
So basically saying, Robin, your ass didn't work on no airplanes.
My ass did not work on no airplane.
She flew on them. She was too bougie to work on them. She flew on them.
Let me see.
How were the Wright brothers?
Hey, Robin, have you ever had to use an outhouse in your life?
Yes. I haven't had to, but I have. Yeah.
Oops.
They don't
What, so
smell
you did it
very
for
good.
fun?
I didn't know if you like live in the conditions like still back in the day when you were a kid where you still had outhouses around.
Go out to the snow. Oh, kiss my ass. No.
Went off the porch.
No, they went in the pot and threw it out the fucking window. Just
yeah. It's not a house on the porch.
But my parents did, and I remember when I was really little, my parents still had a chamber pot, and my dad used to use it and I didn't know that until I found it under their bed. And it's my dad used a chamber pot. I was so grossed out when I was about 5 years old.
What's a chamber pot?
You don't want to know.
Pee and pooping.
Yeah.
It's like just
Oh,
a
wait. So you just pee and poop in this thing and keep it under your bed
Oh,
till you later?
you don't poop. You don't.
You don't poop. You don't poop in it. Usually just pee in it. You don't poop in it. But it's still going
and
out.
it gets emptied
Well,
in the
it's
morning.
actually going out.
There's
You
more
just pee in the
sanitary ways to have that sort of thing if you need it.
Yeah, anybody ever seen like the old bars that had the trough at the bottom where you could just stand up and take a piss right at the bar back in the day? Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's gross. In America?
Yes.
Don't act like America was always civilized. America has some fucking issues.
And still ain't civilized.
I don't remember seeing no birds like that.
I've never heard of that.
That's
never heard of that.
Mostly old Irish pubs, but it has anything to do. It's funny shit. Like some of them they haven't remodeled, and there's still the trough at the bottom with the little drain. And you can piss right at the bar. You don't have to leave.
That's disgusting because you already know a bar smell like just from stale beer alone. Imagine stale beer.
It's gross, dude. It's gross.
And depending on what was for dinner, pee has a smell.
Well, hold on. You know what? There is one city that certain areas smell like urine. Unfortunately, at least when I was there, and that was New Orleans. There was a couple of places in New Orleans where, because people fucking drunk motherfuckers probably piss in the street all the time and shit like that. But there were a couple of hot days where that shit was just prevalent. I don't know if it was because
hot days.
Maybe I went there, because it was the summertime, so it wasn't even like it was right after Mardi Gras or anything either.
It's like Paris. There's some areas of Paris that really smell like pee.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who would
really
think?
Bad.
The City of Lights, or is that what? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I'm so disillusioned.
City of Love.
Listen,
City of Love.
You'd be surprised.
Well,
That's what people do.
Everywhere. Yeah, I guess it's everywhere. If people go, then it's gonna smell, right? So.
Did somebody tell me that was what do you call it? Why is my brain fucking farting right now? Amsterdam. Somebody said Amsterdam smelled a certain way too. I forgot what they were saying. There was a certain smell in areas of Amsterdam. It was maybe it was vomit. I don't know if it was vomit. It was
probably like
something.
sex and drugs.
No, they didn't say that. No one really complains about that.
Good.
Exactly,
Jilly.
Well, no, it depends on the drug because all drugs don't smell good.
And
well, that's why I said sex and drugs. So
emissions do smell like.
I don't want to smell nobody's fucking sex either in the air.
I don't know.
It doesn't smell like ammonia.
Who the fuck wants to smell Badussy and shit everywhere you
go?
Philadelphia's Chinatown after it rains smells terrible.
Well, yeah, that's usually even here. It's like that too. It smells like fish. It smells like all kinds.
Fish,
of. They used to have a club called the Harbor Club out in South Boston, and it literally was in the middle of the fish district where they bought all the fish in and shit. And you'd be in that club, and after it started to get hot in the club, you would smell it. You could smell all that shit. Like fish.
Everybody's checking their armpits. Is that me?
No, you knew what it was. It was apparent. Like even when you went in and out, you could smell it because it's not like that anymore because that's where all the fucking condos and shit and everything are now.
Huh. Ew.
Same where I live. Like in the summer, where the state fish pier is, like in the summer, especially low tide. It was so. I used to have to hold my breath when we drove past it, and now because the fishing industry has been destroyed, you don't have it as strong anymore in the summer. But there was a breakfast place too right by there, and somehow I got forced to go eat breakfast there during the summer, and they had the windows open. I was like gagging as I was trying to eat my pancakes. I'm like, this is not enjoyable.
It's not bad when you're eating seafood, though, because I've had seafood out there with the windows open on the water and stuff, and it's not that bad because you're eating seafood, so it's like,
No, but this is early morning, like this is old fish, hot summer.
Oh, the stank, that stank
low
that comes
tide.
in with the tide.
Yeah.
Especially if you're hungover and you got a half puke anyway.
KB
really,
yeah.
KB says New Orleans smells like shit. So does Galveston. Really? Galveston smells like really?
Galveston in the morning.
I remember Houston. All I remember is Houston smelled like good food everywhere I fucking went. Everywhere I went, I smelled good food. I had such great food in Houston. But I had great food in Louisiana, or New Orleans. Well, I had outside of New Orleans too. Where the fuck did I go? I don't know, but that was the family's house. As they had the boil, they had every. Oh,
right on.
Anywhere you
oh, I need to
get
go to New
one-
Orleans.
Get one of the locals. That's the best way to go anyplace.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I am dying to go to
I got
New
family
Orleans.
there. So when I was in New Orleans, I went out and they did it
to.
up. They had
I'd love
picnic
to go
tables, like 3 long ass picnic tables full of food.
Mm.
A gumbo, anything you could think of, like it was all there, all fresh. They went out and they killed the boar, the pork was fresh, the
Pig roast.
catfish was fresh,
Wow.
everything was fresh because they all hunted and fished. That's what they did. So all that food was all fresh. I ate like a fucking pig.
It does. That does sound.
And
Really
I'm telling
good.
you, if you ever go to New Orleans, there's a breakfast spot called Mother's. I went to this place because I got there on like a Tuesday. So I ate there every day. I had breakfast. Come Friday, I went out to go have breakfast. The line was around the fucking block for this place. Like I didn't know it was like a famous, breakfast spot there. But they were cool. They were like, you've been here every day, so we'll let you go ahead and get what you want. You just got to get it to go. I was like, cool. But listen, I'm telling you, the food, the drink, everything was good there. Yeah, Mother's. It's on the corner of Chapatulis and I forget the name of the other street. I don't know why I remember Chapatulis either, because I looked at that word like, what the fuck does that say? And they said it, and I was like, all right, I can remember that.
I'm gonna hold you to that when I get down there. All right, kids.
Yeah.
Good night. I was gonna say hello, good night, and all that.
All right, brother. Thanks for coming back and hanging out a little while.
Yeah, no doubt. All right,
Thanks.
so
Yeah.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year's. I'll talk to you later.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, brother.
Bye, Rogue.
Thanks
Mwah.
for showing your pretty
Happy New
self,
Year.
Rogue. Bye.
You have to start charging
I'm
the
gonna
road.
go to.
We didn't tell you can leave
You guys
yet.
have a good day.
We didn't
Have
tell you can
fun.
leave yet. We didn't tell you can leave yet. Wait, did she
How
leave?
long would you like to stay? I can keep yawning if you want.
Oh, why get a yawn? You telling we boring you? Or we're not entertaining you? We're not making you laugh. We're not help. We're not doing anything that what? You're not engaged. We're not good enough for you.
All
right, go ahead. Go outside. That's fine, Corey. Go hang with your other friends.
Okay,
Bye.
Corey.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye,
sweetheart.
JiGGY.
Bye,
Good night,
Corey.
Corey.
Good night.
See you,
Happy
Corey.
New Year.
Have a safe and happy New Year if we don't see you.
Bye, Robin.
Yeah.
honey.
Bye.
Hi, Corey. Aloha.
Aloha. All right. Have a
See
good
ya.
night. I'm
Good
gone.
morning.
See ya.
Okay, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
If they do, bite them back.
If they
Yeah.
do, you might want to get a new bed.
My
Nah,
must be
skip
alive.
that. This is Sparta, baby. Bite them back.
Okay, let me know that works off. Although you know what, my cat one time he bit me, so I bit him back, and he's never bit me since.
Oh, well, smart cat.
Yeah, he bit me. I bit him right back. He looked at me like I was crazy, and he's like, "I'm not gonna bite this dude no more." And I think it worked.
Huh? Obviously, it did.
Why did he bite you? Did you do something?
No,
Or was it
cats-
just out of the blue. Did
So
you piss
there's
him off?
there's four of them, and they have 4 different personalities. And some of them cats, if you know how cats can be, they'll engage you, and they'll want to be rubbed and all that stuff. But at some point, you just hit something to them that's almost like you want to engage in a different level of play that they do with each other, where they start biting each other. But they're not biting you to hurt you. It's just their level of play sometime, and it's just it's not gonna. They've never pierced my skin or anything. It's just more like, did you bite me, motherfucker? Like I'm gonna bite your ass back.
Take this.
I heard that means no. Biting means no.
It depends. There's 2 different kinds of bites. Like I said, like you'll know which one is no because they get there's more involved in it. There's usually there's the nails are out and shit, and they're trying to scratch you as well, and they're hissing and stuff. But sometimes there's a playful bite that they have that they're just playing with you, that they do with each other. I see them do with each other all the time.
Yeah, still could hurt though, even though they're playing.
My mother's husband was bit out of one of their Siamese cats, bit him out of the blue, and he got cat scratch fever. His hand blew up, and he had to go get IV antibiotics for a week.
Holy
Damn.
crap!
Yes, give
Cat
it
bites
to
are
him
nasty.
for no reason too. I guess it was bad. He did break the skin. It wasn't just a play bite.
Holy shit!
Oh, hey guys, I'm gonna have to cruise.
Good having you, brother. Thank you for joining us.
It was fun. It was fun, and so happy New Year, all you guys.
Same
Happy
to you, brother. Have
New
a safe
Year.
Happy New Year.
Good to
Happy
meet
New
you,
Year! I
Chris.
hope you come back again, Chris. It was great to have you on.
Yeah.
It was a
Well,
pleasure.
you're welcome
meeting you.
anytime.
Yeah, thanks. It was fun. It was good to do this.
The door's always open, brother. Cheers.
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 Cool.
Bye.
Okay.
See
Catch
you
ya.
on the other side, kiddo.
Will do. See ya.
Other side of what? The other side of the moon.
Boy, we're dropping like flies. You all right?
Plan is working.
You all right?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna be dead like Grampy?
Why do y'all keep saying Grampy's dead?
Yeah.
Because there's a big contract out on him.
I know. And it's kind of been a running joke, and
Yeah, it's just
I don't know. I don't like the joke about death.
why?
When
Why?
you're old, you tell lots of jokes about death, because it's an old humor
You
thing.
don't get to do it after you die. You better do it before you die.
No kidding. Don't pass up the chance.
I just don't find any humor in it.
Oh well, me neither, really. But you just join in the levity, but it's
I
not
get it.
levity.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying for me, it's just
Well, there was that one like grandpa. He was like a little Irish grandpa, and he actually had a request to put like a little recorder in with a coffin with him, and it was just like the, let me out, I'm not dead yet. And it's at his funeral and stuff.
See
And
that I would, if I was at his funeral and that shit happened, and I went through a whole lot of shit to figure out that that's what it was, I'd be very, very upset.
But
I would. I get it. You want to fuck with people. I don't know. It's a hard pill to swallow enough as it is. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't need anything else to have to swallow with it. That's all. It is what it is.
Okay.
Death is definitely for the living.
Death is for the dead.
It's for the living.
Living is for the living.
Well,
that's the problem too. So many people. Oh man, that's why I hate talking about death. So many people dwell on it. There's some people like you reach out to, and it's like no matter what, it's like it's just that time of year. Like I get it, but if you think about that time of year, there ain't a time of year that I know that somebody hasn't fucking died. That I can't relate to a month, to a date, to a fucking whatever. It's like, so at what point is every month, every fucking week, every day going to be a fucking?
I don't know. October, November, Hark. That's when my parents passed away.
Bummer.
I just find it. I'm just saying to the side. For me, there's so many dates. I just know so many people who are close to me, especially growing up, and who are just they're gone. And I just feel like if I dwell on any date, like there used to be certain dates where I was just adamant that I would remember these dates and pay homage. You have to say something on Facebook, whatever. And at some point, it's just like to me, it's like how many times can I put up rest in peace, or this is the 10th anniversary, or the 20th anniversary, or the 40th anniversary of your death. I mean, I know what it is. But
Yeah, when your memories pop up on Facebook about you said something about that. The one that upsets me the most in regard to my memories on Facebook about death and stuff is my little dog. Facebook keeps bringing up this little dog that I loved when I moved here to this apartment, and I have gotten so pissed at Facebook for throwing that in my face that I don't have my little dog anymore, you bastards. And I've even said, Facebook, you're an asshole.
You can delete those.
You can
I
change
do.
the settings so you don't see it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but then I wouldn't be able to complain about it. I like complaining about it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So don't take that away from me.
We won't, Robin. You can have it.
I like my Facebook memories, but it's mostly dogs that are missing that I've shared.
I think that's cool, John. You show all those you do that public service really, and talking about dogs that are missing, people who are I think that's very sweet.
And found.
Yeah,
and found that's the happy
I wish
part.
I wish more people did that shit with the missing people stuff. That's the one thing I get that people want to help, but a lot of times like they'll reach or like repost a post of someone who's missing who's no longer missing. It's like that's the problem with that. Like you're trying to help, but at the same time you're focused on someone that's already instead of worrying about.
I always look for dates on those now because I have done like I had been found 3 years ago, and he's missing. Let me share this. And then somebody pointed out, it's 3 years old. Look at the dates next time. Okay.
Oops.
The more you know.
And a lot of times people just create those posts because they need the clicks or the likes or
for
whatever.
attention.
Anyway.
I know those are the ones that are creepy. Just the people who are doing it for the attention.
I know.
Yeah.
They take other people's pictures of being sick and all kinds of stuff. Like, oh, see this kid right here? It's his birthday, and no one was gonna, give him a like or a post or a retweet or whatever. And most
Oh,
of the
I
time, those
know.
are bullshit ass posts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
repost this, and
Mhm.
if you. Oh, I know. I hate those. Playing on your heartstrings.
Yep.
Those. Can I get a like? My mom said that my picture's ugly. She said if I get 100 likes, she won't say that anymore. It's just dumb shit like that.
Yep.
I never touch those. I never touch those. I
I'm with
think
you.
they're creepy and they're assholes.
Yeah, my favorite thing to do on Facebook is I have a buddy that plays guitar, and he'll go live, and I've just teased him from day one that he sucks, and so I just put a sad emoji. Like, why? I'm the only one that does it, and no one ever calls me out on it.
Because they think you're weird.
He's really talented. Why are you saying this? Oh, he sucks, dude. Ukulele. Come on. And he's a great guitar player. I've told him privately, I'm gonna give you shit in public though.
Good thing he has a sense of humor.
Well, he's been playing less time than I have, and he's 10 times as good as I'll ever be. He's got that gift for music. He's got the pitch he can hear. I watched him. We're talking about playing a song. What song do you want to play? And I tell him, and he's like, okay. And he's just sitting there playing around. Then he gets it. Oh, there it is. I'm like, how do you do that? He's like, I can just do that. I'm like, I can't.
I can't either. I wish I could play an instrument.
God, I'd like to have any talent. My friends who can sing, gosh, I envy them. And playing musical instruments, yeah, piano players especially, I don't get it. I think piano players are brilliant.
I think anybody can play any instrument is brilliant. To be
I
honest
know,
with you.
yeah.
I mean, it just takes. I've tried saxophone, I've tried drums, I've tried piano, and I just watch these people do it. And it's second nature, the breathing, everything that's involved, and I think it's all brilliant.
Yeah.
I love a beautiful saxophone.
Saxophone is sexy.
It is. I know an alto sax. Oh, baby, yeah.
No.
Did you just growl?
Yes,
Sit there and play saxophone by a fire on a beach. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna play my saxophone. All right, just sit there and enjoy the sunset. I can play the maracas.
I can play bongos.
No, you can't.
I don't know.
Nuh-uh.
I can play bongos.
I can play bongos.
All you have to do is smack them. Then you're playing.
Echo.
Okay.
Would you believe I can play most brass instruments that are 3-keyed?
If you say you can, I believe you can.
How many brass instruments are 3-keyed?
Well, I know the French horn is because that's what I've actually learned it on. But I think trumpets are not. Cornets are.
Yeah, I'll be damned. We didn't know that about you.
Little brass 3-keyers because they held the same thing. They're just a higher octave.
Is that what do they do reveille on?
I'm not sure. I think that might be a corn. Yeah, bugle. Thank you.
Bugle.
Yeah. In the Navy in the 80s, it was just a loudspeaker.
Actually, they play the. No, I haven't heard it in a while. They play national anthem still. I can hear that, or sometimes right by the bass.
Maybe you just have to stand up and salute the flag.
Yeah,
I wonder if do they still teach
that's
kids like the
supposed to be
national
good.
anthem and all that stuff in schools anymore?
Do they say the Pledge of Allegiance anymore?
I doubt it. I mean, I'm sure there's some schools,
I
some
know-
places they probably
I know my
still do,
youngest
but
knows it.
anyway.
Huh? That was the thing.
My
Every
son
single
read
day
it
at
during
school.
his graduation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I will tell you what I am old enough to remember is I would remember the pledge before they added.
When the Ten Commandments first came out?
Fuck you. Yeah, I remember when they added the extra words under God. I remember that they changed our Pledge of Allegiance. I remember when that happened. I was little, but yeah, I remember. Okay, so That's how old I am.
The national anthem. There's shit left out. What's the other ones? There's words that are left out of most of
America
the
the Beautiful.
Yeah, America the Beautiful. I don't think, but no, I know the national anthem. There's words that are left out. That they stopped singing. Well, because there's something. I believe that's the one that has something to do with slavery or whatever.
The bombs bursting in air. That's kind of shocking
hit the
if you
note?
really break it down. Yeah.
Why is it
Bombs.
shocking? It's basically talking about you fought
How
a
it
war.
was,
Yeah, it was right as the place he was at was being attacked. It's a poem, actually. It's really long. It only used like what 3 verses.
Huh.
Mm.
And I said,
The
like,
convenient parts.
Yep.
I'm reading the history on it.
Okay. Because that's your job.
Trying to see if I can see where it hit.
Although I've always wanted to sing the national anthem
Trying
at
to
like
see
a
if I
sporting
can
event.
find what was taken out.
Can you hit those high notes?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Shit, Jiggy.
The problem would be I'd have to figure out what key I'd want to sing it in because there's different. I want to do it more traditional, to be honest with you.
Wow.
I would absolutely sing it more traditional than anything. I wouldn't try to go all R&B and jiggy high note shit. It would. Just
I hate when they trick it up, when they try to make it fancy.
I don't know. Some people have done it and it's beautiful, and others have done it and it's just like stop. Whitney did it beautiful. I'm trying to think who else. There's been a couple of people who.
Oh my God, yeah, she had.
Oh my God, Roseanne Barr.
Yeah, grabbing her nuts at the end of it. Yeah.
No, but I would definitely sing it traditional.
There is a longer version.
Was that Christina Aguilera? I didn't like how she did it.
Yeah, she fancied it up way too
Lady
much.
Gaga's.
Remember when anybody remember when Fergie did it?
No,
I do. Yeah.
Was it Fergie-licious?
She was married to Josh DeMille at the time too. Poor Josh had to defend her. She sounded like a engine, like a car engine trying to start and shit.
Uh-uh.
Say yeah.
Oh no!
It was horrible. It was horrible.
How
It was
embarrassing.
like that. Here's the thing: if you can't do it, then just go traditional. If you have any kind of a singing voice and you sing it traditionally, it's fine. If you don't have that voice with that range to do crazy shit, stay away from that. Like that's a no.
Do it like you learned it in school.
Know who else failed singing it?
Sheryl
Crow sang it at some event, and her voice was just not meant for it. So I found the second half of the third verse that it ends. I'm not singing it because I cannot sing. No refuge can save the hiring enslaved from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave, and the star-spangled banner in triumph doth wave over land of the free and the home of the brave. So that is what's cut out of the Star-Spangled Banner now.
Never heard that.
Kind of glad. That's
No shit.
more long and wordy. You got to
Slaves and free in the same sentence.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's not exactly what I meant.
That's subliminal messaging, though. That's why they
subliminal messaging.
They
had MK Ultra back
came
then.
from a poem. It started out as a poem, I guess.
Yeah, it was a poem.
Huh. Okay, I'm rolling my last blunt, y'all.
Me too. I just reached for the jar, so calm down. Who do you think you is? Okay.
Boy, you're so uppity.
Excuse me? You're the uppity one.
I'm freezing.
And Julie's the freezing one.
You need a special
freezing.
heating pad for your feet.
Who?
Julie.
Oh.
Well, no, I got a space heater down here. I just haven't plugged it in. I have a blanket that I have on my lap.
You're doing a Robin right now.
My feet are freezing.
You're doing a Robin right now.
I have my little space heater under my table pointed at me.
How am I doing a Robin? Because I have a blanket.
No, because you have a space heater you're not using.
I don't have a.
Like she has a air purifier that's probably not even turned on right now.
God damn it.
Yeah,
So
I'm
what's
just
on
too
the box?
lazy. I use it most times. I knew you were gonna wrap up soon, so it's not worth me moving the bins to plug it in at this point.
Yeah, really. Don't take the time or the trouble.
There's no heat down here, so.
Mm-hmm. How's that air purifier, Robin?
I'm looking at it right now. It's fine. It's
in
fine.
the box.
It's it's out of the goddamn box. I'm not putting it back.
Did you throw
in
the box away?
The box,
No.
yeah.
Why
still
not?
have the box.
Throw the box
Why
away.
do you have the box? Then
I
you're
have-
going to put it back.
I should probably get rid of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the other boxes too, Robin.
And
All the
all
boxes.
these other boxes, all the Amazon boxes. Geez,
Mhm.
Amazon boxes are a pain in the ass. Jesus criminy. I have so many Amazon little boxes that they're not good for any damn thing. And they're by
To
my
send
back
granny
door.
pins in to people.
Put him.
You could
Put
put
him.
the granny pins that you got to send out. You
No,
could send
because
them in the Amazon boxes.
if you use the postage is more. If you use a padded envelope, it's cheaper.
Well, you got some of them.
Just
Yeah, that's
take
true.
them back together and just confuse the fuck out of porch pirates.
Oh, I know. That's funny.
Sorry.
Yeah. No,
That's
that's
a
all
lot of work.
right. Excuse me. Work.
There's no excuse for you.
I don't need an excuse.
You just said excuse
Why'd
me.
you ask? Yeah, why'd you ask?
Exactly.
I think because I coughed. So excuse me.
There's no excuse for you.
Huh. Drew
I
J.
will
can
forward
bring.
you. I
Huh?
will forward you an excuse from your mother, a written excuse from your mother. I will forward you one. I used to do it all the time with my own mom when I was in school.
You used to forge your excuses?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend who
No,
would
please excuse.
sign fake notes and
Yeah.
could duplicate our parents' signatures. She was wonderful. Her name was Marion Mahoney. Yeah, she was our go-to girl when we all wanted to ditch on the same day. Yeah, she would sign our notes.
Yeah. Signed Epstein's mother.
Yep.
Remember
Oh, yeah. So the Maxwell, that lady is
Epstein
guilty on
Barr.
5 out of 6 charges. Yay!
What was she found not guilty on?
Something about
That
one of
sounds
the
like
trafficking things. But hey,
But what does that
5
even? What does that even mean? So she goes to jail, but we never find out what the fuck
her
went on.
yeah, the judge will set her jail time according to each charge that she was found
That's
guilty
great.
of.
That's great.
Yeah.
But what the fuck went on?
How about that flight list that they just said, okay, we'll give you a flight list, but then they went ahead and blanked out all the names on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Boy, yeah, a lot of prominent people were involved in that. That might either get interesting or they'll quash it. I don't know how that works. Powerful people can change the news sometimes.
I think there's a lot of powerful people that don't want that list exposed, I would
I
imagine.
agree. I agree. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, rich and powerful people think they can do anything.
What?
Anything. Yeah.
Money
And they
talks.
do. It does. It does. You can buy a whole lot of shit with
a whole
millions
lot of money.
dollars. Yeah.
Yep.
And the more you know about, sometimes it's not even money with a dude like that. It's what you know about other people.
Yeah. Epstein had a lot on a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what he was a mover and shaker who positioned himself so that he would always be able to one way or the other walk away from shit. And he didn't get to walk away from it because it was just too deep. They're like, yeah, nobody.
Too deep and too wide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to lay down with a bunch of dogs, you get fleas.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's why the controversy about, did he kill himself or did somebody do it for him?
Don't know. Wasn't there.
We'll probably never know.
No, we'll never know. Just
That's
like with this shit, how much will you know? That's great. So she was found guilty. What was she found guilty of? Who was involved? If you're found guilty, there's a crime that was committed. She wasn't the only person there. So what's going to happen? Are other people going to jail? Is it going to be a trickle-down effect where they start arresting other people and charging people? Or is it going to be she's the fall guy and that's it?
Bingo.
There always has to be a fall guy.
Isn't it funny you can take the average Joe and hit most public records and find every speeding ticket they've had from here to eternity?
Yeah.
But other people, these scenarios, like just what Jiggy said, you're never going to know.
You can't find anything. Yep.
Isn't that interesting?
They'll never know.
Nope.
I
You'll
wish.
never know.
See, if somebody else would have rolled my blunt, it would have already been done, you know?
Boy, you complain about that every single time we see you.
I know.
Well, we got to give you credit. That's the first time you have said that.
For this show, that is pretty good.
Well, Robin, just be grateful he didn't ask for his money.
Fluffing. Yeah. Oh.
Oh no, it's $2 million because he lost a bet.
Where's my $2 million?
Yeah, that.
It's being held in trust.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gaining interest in an IRA.
Ooh, it ain't nowhere I trust.
Hope it's gaining interest.
It is paying interest. It's compounded quarterly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Get any interest? What do you get your interest in? You got like maybe some Google and some iPad. What is that? Apple interest. A little
Yeah,
bit of
Robin.
Elon Musk interest going on there.
Yeah. Then there are tax shelter
Am I getting
annuities.
some shit coin, Robin?
How we working that right now?
Does anybody understand that
No.
crap with the
No.
virtual? I don't either, and it's all
Oh,
over
that
the news.
Meta bullshit.
The Meta, and then the Doge thing, and then I think
Oh.
Doge is dead, but then there's this other stuff that's a crypto. You know,
Bitcoin.
all of that crap. It's Drew J. At what rate? Compounded at 10%. It's pretty damn good, Drew J.
I've got a little Bitcoin.
You what?
I've got a little bit of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Just a pinch. Yeah.
Huh.
Just a pinch.
So
I don't know what to do with it yet.
Do you follow it? Does it go up and down in value, or how
Beats
does
the hell out of me. I just went ahead and I've got what they call a geomine.
Never heard
And
this
I
shit
guess what
before.
it does is it's like the old derricks you see out in the desert that just psh, 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 and it mines like oil. You just see people in the old timing. Well, I guess this little geomine goes ahead and all these electronic transitions that happen in your area. If there's like this I don't know 1/1,000,000th of a penny that hangs loose somewhere electronically, this little Bitcoin geomine actually sucks it up. Instead of just leaves it in the air, it sucks it up out of the air. And it just grabs that stuff and puts it in this little Bitcoin thing.
I'm not following this at all.
I know, it's weird.
Well, good on you that you're,
And I've got a nice little area because I'm right here in the city. I mean, my turf, I've got like a few hotels on my turf, a few grocery stores on my turf, and a few other things, hospitals on my turf. And so I got some cute little things that's supposed to be sucking all these little bits of fractions of currency that's that's going across from like
that
ordering
extra.
something.
Are you watching it to see that it's going up? So, like where you started, do you have more Bitcoin because of it?
Oh, it's constantly sucking. Yeah, it's always going up.
Okay, but if it's constantly going up, like you say you don't monitor, but like the last time you looked at it, did it go up a lot? Did it suck up 100 Bitcoin? Did it suck up 5? Did it suck up? I don't.
It beats me. I just let it go. I'll let you know after a while.
Yeah, you don't even look. So here's the thing I'm asking: as quick as it could suck it up, could somebody be sucking up your Bitcoin because you're not paying attention?
No, it's constantly going. I've made it sits on this little beat up old iPad mini that I never use anymore, and it just constantly goes. And I just let it do its thing. I don't know. I'm just letting it do a thing. I'll tell you more as I know what it does. I haven't invested nothing but downloaded this app and let it go.
Oh.
But that's supposed to be the principle I think it told me it was working on. If that makes any sense.
That doesn't make any sense to me. But maybe we'll all learn. Oh, hi, Evil Lego. Evil Lego is in the chat. New name.
Yeah, a Bitcoin miner. Yeah, Drew J. It's sort of like a bit. I think that's what that might be. They call it a I think Drew J. might know.
Huh.
I'm still toying with it. We'll see how.
Yeah, it's mine. You mine Bitcoin.
I don't do nothing but It's just growing these little chunks.
I once asked somebody, this was a few years ago, who this fellow, I was in a chat with him, and it was after the show, and we were talking live, and he was into Bitcoin, and I said, so do you ever get anything with Bitcoin? And this guy holds up his wrist to the camera, and he got a really expensive wristwatch with Bitcoin. I said, how'd
I'd have
you
to
do
see
that?
you go and do that shit. Like you could hold anything up on camera. I want to see you physically go into a store or whatever and show me how you get that fucking watch based on your Bitcoin.
Yeah, how do you convert it to cold hard cash?
Well, I know that on mine, that with what little I got, I've accumulated where I could trade in all my Bitcoin for like a T-shirt that says, "Hey, I got Bitcoin."
All I got was this damn T-shirt.
Yeah, I know, but that's through their own
It's
thing.
all that mining.
Yeah, I got this T-shirt, but yeah, I think it's right there with what institution that maybe he got the watch, because I know that you can also get other junk if you have more of it.
Okay.
It's like 65-inch Samsung TV, blah.
Okay.
I
guess.
You'll learn us all. You'll learn us on all this
When
stuff.
I know more about it, I will. But right now, I've invested zero, so we'll see how all that bullshit.
Hey, and a zero investment is, hey, that's not bad.
Depends on what the return in the end is.
Yeah, there you go. Right now, I can get a free T-shirt. So, yeah.
Hey, well, I want you to do show and tell if you ever do that.
Look at my T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's a free Bitcoin bot.
Yeah, a free Bitcoin T-shirt.
Yeah, no, Stella still owes me some Bitcoin, damn it.
Who?
On Stella, they were trying to, I don't know how to explain it, but they were trying to be the, what do you call it? The spiritual, just like a new service, whatever. I don't know how to fucking explain what they were. They were like how do you explain it, John? Like what On Stella was?
Spiritual, like Facebook.
Yeah.
Or the guy of the social medias.
Yeah, exactly. So when you signed up, if you use Billy Carson's code, you were supposed to get free Bitcoin. I did sign up, and I was on there. I'm probably still on there.
I signed up before they had I can get more Bitcoin for that. I was already in there because I heard, okay, I'll try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I never got my damn Bitcoin.
I wanted to figure out how to get that too.
Yeah, maybe you should go back there and demand your Bitcoin, Jiggy.
Yeah, I'll do all that.
I know you will.
But some of them you can transfer from one to another.
Login or password.
Yeah, maybe he'll give you some of the stock instead, right?
Yeah, I'll get some free access to fucking Forbidden Nonsense TV for a few months.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
I was supposed to say, damn, Jiggy, that sucks, man. That's not cool. So, yeah.
Whatever.
See, now he's mad.
I'm not mad. I can't do it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Trying to keep my blunt from falling apart. So I'm fucking re-rolling it. God damn sure I ain't trying to re-roll it.
Sue the Fronto company.
Nope, sue me. I rolled it.
Oh.
Boy, you're slipping, Jiggy.
It's a user. See,
It's
now
your fault, Robin. I still have to roll the damn things. I shouldn't have to.
See, it's just a hologram.
You gave my $2 million. I already have my blunt roller. We'd have been cool.
With his hologram fingers. He can't roll very well.
Yeah, I ain't trying to re-roll this thing. That's it. Let's go to bed. Fuck it.
Okay.
That's it. We'll see you tomorrow. The other channel, the other place.
Another time.
The Fact Seekers show. Okay.
I love that you have. I love that new name.
Praise the facts.
Praise the facts. Okay, good night, you guys. I love y'all.
Yeah, whatever. Beat it. Get out of here.
Bye, Robin.
Stop talking, Robin. No one said anything else. Is she gone? Is she gone?
Not
Is she
yet.
gone?
Do
Good night,
dogs only
Robin.
lick you
Ding
because
dong, the witch is gone. The witch is gone. The witch is gone. Ding dong, the wicked witch is gone. Now it's a party. All right, that's it. You're all bold enough. You know where to find us tomorrow night. Paranormal Hood live. Good?
send a flare. I get
Yes.
lost easy. It's all the
All right.
weed. Bye.
Peace. If I don't see you, have a safe and happy new year. Not see you tomorrow night. That's it. Go to bed. It's over. I said goodbye.